honey. There's nothing to be afraid of. Besides, you wouldn't be going to the dentist if you'd brushed when you were supposed to and you didn't rot your mouth with all those sweets. Oh, look, this is ridiculous. I want you out of that bathroom right this minute.
Shall I call the SWAT team?
I don't know what else to do.
Let me try. Look, if you go to the dentist like a good soldier, when you come home, Mr. Belvedere will make your favorite triple scoop chocolate crunch sundae.
With extra sprinkles?
Of course.
So, how do I look? Better. Now knock it off. I'm getting my teeth cleaned today, and I want to get my money's worth.
Morning.
Morning. I'm all ready to go to the dentist, Dad.
No rush, pal.
But if you don't get there early, they give the old drill.
That's it, I'm not going.
Oh, come on, Dad, you gotta.
You see, even Wesley realizes that a trip to the dentist may be unpleasant, but necessary.
No, I like going.
You do?
Yeah. Sometimes it hurts a whole lot, but it sure feels good when it's over.
Sort of like spending the day with you.
Streaks on the china never mattered before. Who cares when you drop kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glared. According to our new rival, life is more than mere survival, and we just might live a good life yet.
Is everything all right?
I still can't find a roommate to split the rent with, and have a lot of other bills and stuff. I'm just having a little trouble making ends meet.
Oh, well, you know, your father and I can always help out.
No, it's too much money to get from you guys. I was going to ask Wes. Anyway, I don't want to start borrowing, so I just decided I'm going to sell my Barracuda.
Oh, you love that car.
Yeah, but it's okay. I mean, I'm right across from campus, so I'll be fine.
Well, if there's anything else we can do, you just ask.
Well, you could let me borrow your Porsche.
That's right, dear. Keep your sense of humor.
I did it! I broke the record. I made marking in 6 minutes, 45 seconds, and I even stopped for one of the red lights.
It's not bad.
Yeah, well, I would have done better if it weren't for all the screaming.
Hi, Miss Belvedere.
Aren't you coming in?
First, put the car keys on the counter. Now step away from them. Now I'll come in.
Hey, Miss Belvedere, you want to help me with this ad? I'm trying to sell my car.
Fine, I'll buy it.
Huh?
I want my own transportation.
Yeah, but you don't even know how much money I want.
It's bound to be cheaper than trauma care.
Okay, you got a deal.
So how did it go?
Great for Dad.
And even better for the dentist.
What do you mean?
The kid needs braces.
Oh,
And then a doc said his bite's way out of whack.
And I haven't bitten anyone in a month.
no. Oh, look, honey, it's not going to be as bad as you think. Besides, Lady will be glad you wore them.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, Jeff.
What?
Hi, Kev.
What's the matter with him?
I gotta get braces.
I never needed him.
Yes, you did. We just couldn't afford it.
Excuse me.
Oh, Mrs. Myers.
Is that a fire hose I see?
Yes, ma'am.
It's funny. I don't see any fire. I don't smell any smoke.
Oh, yeah. I guess Mr. Jones must have put himself out. eat the cafeteria. They're having macaroni and cheese.
I can't eat that stuff. Makes my mouth walk.
It's my last chance to have it. I'm getting braces next week.
Yeah, they're not so bad. You used to them after the first year.
The thing is, we just started junior high, and now I gotta start wearing an erector set in my mouth.
Nobody cares if we wear braces or not. I already made a lot of new friends. Anyways, I'll put my books away and we can all go to the cafeteria together.
Hi, Wesley. Oh, hi, Kimberly. You better be careful. Mr. Jones is still pretty mad at you. Yeah, well, I didn't know a Bunsen burner could go that high.
So I was gonna eat out on the lawn. You wanna come?
I promised I'd eat in the cafeteria with Miles and his friends.
You mean the heavy metal group?
Huh?
That's so sweet of you, Wesley. Treating them like normal people.
So you want to come with us?
No, thanks.
It's really coming down up there. Hey, champ, what's up?
Oh, I got a hot date, so Mom's let me borrow her Porsche.
You never let me.
Well, I will the next time you have a hot date.
That's Tuesday. You want to meet her? Anyway, I'm starving. Where's Belvedere?
He just took Kevin's car to the market.
He took my car out in the rain.
So?
Hello.
Mr. Belvedere, you're soaked.
Yes, that happens when one walks 3 miles through a typhoon.
Yeah, I guess I forgot to tell you that sometimes the distributor shorts out if you let water get into the engine.
Well, it had to go somewhere after the passenger compartment filled up.
Yeah, I guess I also forgot to tell you that the back window doesn't go up.
Because there is no back window.
The handle works great.
Not anymore.
Well, I better get going. I'll see you.
So, what's for dinner?
Soup. Wesley, did you finish all that marshmallow fluff?
Yeah, I made a peanut butter and marshmallow sandwich.
How disgusting. Now I have nothing to put on my liverwurst. What are you watching?
Village of the Damned.
Oh, yes, you were born there, weren't you? What's the matter?
I'm getting my stupid braces tomorrow.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah, I know, but what if there was someone you liked a whole lot, and she liked you, only you were afraid she wouldn't if you had braces?
I don't think a person like that's very nice. And not really worth liking.
Well, what if you already knew she wasn't very nice, but you liked her anyway?
Look, Wesley, braces aren't going to change who you are. They certainly shouldn't change what people think about you.
So you're not going to start calling me Metal Mouth?
Certainly not. You know I have much better names than that. Good morning, Mrs. Owens.
Good morning, right back.
May I say you look lovely today?
Oh, thank you, and so do you. Though I guess lovely is the wrong word for a man.
Shall we say stunning?
Good morning.
Good morning.
My, what an attractive trio.
Heather, Kevin, we'd better hurry. We don't want to be late for our toothpaste commercial.
You know what, honey bunch? We've got one heck of a handsome family.
I'm back from the dentist.
What have they done to my baby?
He looks like a geek.
He does not, kitten. More like the front end of a 58 DeSoto.
Don't worry, Wesley. It'll all be fine.
Yes, dear. Many respected psychologists and small appliance experts say that wearing braces need not interfere with leading a full and productive life.
Sure, Wes.
Oh, God! I'm wearing pencils! Look out! He's contagious!
What'd you do to me?
I'm sorry!
It's too late.
I'm sorry! goodness, he's gone.
Yeah, and anyway, the kid will be better off outside.
Unless there's lightning.
What's the matter? Nothing. Because I'm not getting braces, ever.
Come on, pal, you can't keep this up forever.
How'd it go? Did you get your braces? What's he doing?
He said he's not going to open up his mouth for the rest of his life.
Can I have that in writing?
Look, maybe you don't like them right now, but you're just going to have to get used to them. Say something.
They're stupid, and they're ugly, and they hurt, and nobody's ever going to see them, so there.
Is he down yet?
He said he was coming.
I'm surprised he's going to school at all, the way he carried on last night about those braces.
Well, I think with a good night's sleep, he'll have gotten this out of his system.
I'm ready.
Are we belly dancing for show and tell?
Wes, what are you doing?
This way I can talk and nobody can see my braces.
Do you really think your braces look any more ridiculous than this thing?
I don't care.
Fine. You go to school like that, maybe you'll see how silly you're being.
Come on, Heather.
Oh, don't forget your lunch, Salome. It's your favorite bologna and cheese on raisin bread and a pack of ho-hos.
I already told you I'm not eating anything I can't suck through a straw.
Oh, don't worry. I put it in the blender.
Forgot to tell you the brakes might need a little tightening.
So might the steering wheel.
What's all this stuff?
Oh, just a few things I found when I cleaned out the car.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, the mechanic at the station asked if I had any records of previous repairs.
Yeah, maybe. Here's last month's.
Oh. And how are you getting on without your little red roadster?
Oh, great.
You must be getting plenty of exercise.
Well, no, actually, I bought another car.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, after I paid my rent and stuff, I still had some money left, so I got one of those stupid little Japanese cars, you know.
You mean one of those silly little things that get you all the way to where you want to go?
Hey, Mr. Belvedere, once you get a few of the bugs out and maybe a tune-up, I know you're going to enjoy that old car just as much as I did.
I don't think that's possible. Come in.
Oh, hi, Mr. Belvedere.
Hello, Miles.
Is Wesley here? We're supposed to go to the library together.
I believe he's out doing some chores, but he should be done soon. Now, there's that blasted bottle opener. Oh, don't worry. I found it. Now, Wesley, I see you've given up the veil and put on something more suited to your personality.
Hey, I've gotten a lot of compliments.
Wesley, braces are nothing to be ashamed of, so why don't you take that silly thing off and forget all about this?
No, I'm never opening my mouth in public again.
Well, that should save us all a lot of embarrassment.
Mr. Belvedere's right. There's nothing to be ashamed of.
I know.
What happened to your braces? I never got them. Huh?
My dad waited out in the car because he hates dentists, so I just sat in the lobby for an hour and then came back out and kept my mouth shut ever since.
And they haven't caught on yet?
Of course not. They're just adults.
Hello, George.
Figured out the problem yet?
Yes, I traced it back to the day you and Mrs. Owens decided to have children.
Come on, Belvedere. Kevin didn't sell you a lemon on purpose. He just got lucky.
Look, I'm not spending another dime on this infernal machine. I'm just going to fix it myself.
I didn't know you were a mechanical genius too, big guy.
Oh, yes, I had some experience when I worked for the royal family.
What'd you do? Jumpstart the Queen every morning? Or maybe it's the plug.
Yes, well, I put some new ones in, and I tightened up the solenoid, whatever the hell that is.
Well, let me give her a start.
Good God, it's a miracle.
Hey, maybe it's not such a clunker after all.
Yeah, well, perhaps Lizzie and I just started off on the wrong foot.
Yeah, right.
Come on, let's take him for a spin.
Good idea. Hey, Sam. Come on, Wes.
I just don't want anyone to see me. I'm too hideous.
Okay, whatever you want.
Maybe there's someplace you could send me. You know, like an island for dental defectives? Then I could be with my own kind.
Look, pal, you're acting stupid. I mean, nobody around here cares if you got braces on your teeth or a bird cage around your head. We still love you, right?
Yeah, I know.
So why don't you turn around and give your old pop a big grin? Night, kid.
Going out now.
Remember, small bills. Unmarked, if possible.
Miles is coming over. We're going to the movies.
Oh. You know, it's funny. I bought another bottle of that marshmallow fluff, but someone ate all of it.
Oh, yeah?
You didn't make another of your peanut butter sandwiches, did you?
No.
No, of course not. You wouldn't have been able to eat with those cumbersome braces.
Right.
That's assuming you have braces.
Huh? What do you mean?
Maybe you're faking it. But of course, that would be the most incredible act of audacity beyond any but the most perverse, twisted of minds. That sounds exactly like you. Show me some chrome, Jerome. No problem. Now smile for Mommy.
What was going through your mind? Did you think you could fool us forever?
Just till I was 18.
Well, you must have a real high opinion of your mother and me. Just a couple of dipsticks who wouldn't know a cactus if it poked us in the rear end?
Have you been reading my diary?
Well, I know one thing. You're going back to that dentist today, if possible, and you're getting those braces, and that's final.
But they're gonna ruin my life.
I don't want to hear it.
But they will. You wear braces and they turn you into a nerd and a wimp and a jerk that nobody likes.
Wes!
Well, that's what they did to Miles.
See ya.
Hey, Miles. I got him. Pretty gross, huh? I even scared a couple pit bulls on the way to school. Look, I'm sorry about all that stuff I said. I didn't mean about you being a nerd and a jerk and stuff.
Thanks.
Sure. Look, you're my best friend. And you have been ever since the day you barked on me coming back from the class trip.
Oh, yeah. And hey, don't worry about braces turning you into a nerd.
Yeah?
Yeah. I was already one before I got them. Just made me easier to spot.
Right. Uh-oh, here comes Kimberly.
See ya.
Hi, Wesley.
Oh, hi, Kimberly.
So, I was just wondering, are you going to the sock hop Friday?
Oh, I don't know, maybe.
I thought if you want to, we could go together. My mom could drive us and pick us up later.
Well, that sounds great, but you sure you want to go with me?
Why wouldn't I?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, what if something happened that made me look kind of, different?
What are you talking about? All I know is that I like you a lot, and that's all that really matters.
Really? Well, guys, this is it. At least till I get these things off.
Little going away party?
Yep. Me and this junk have had a lot of good times together.
Well, you're young. You'll make other friends.
You know, you were right about these. Nobody even cared except Kimberly, and she got 2 teeth knocked out at dodgeball.
Oh, Wesley, there's no need to throw these away.
Why? I can't have this stuff.
No, but I can.
Belvedere?
Hello, Kevin.
Oh, I got a message. Said you wanted to see me?
I would have driven over to your place, but unfortunately it isn't downhill.
Lizzie's still giving you trouble, huh?
I now have a platinum card from the auto club.
That's funny.
Oops. It must be time for his 4 o'clock feeding.
So I don't get it. I mean, when I had the car, it ran great.
Perhaps it misses you.
Yeah, well, I better get back to campus, so...
Actually, I've been thinking, and I feel bad that you've had to sell it. I know how much you loved it.
Yeah, well, I'll get over it.
I mean, you're a young man on the go. You really should have a hot set of wheels.
What are you saying?
I want my money back, you little huckster.
A deal's a deal.
And a broken neck is a broken neck.
Hey, I didn't ask you to buy that car. You begged me.
Oh, yes, all these years, acting so sweet and innocent. It was just a plot so you could sell me that car.
All right, I'm out of here.
Oh, no, not without that ton of scrap iron in the garage.
Look, I'm not taking that car back.
Very well, then. I'll have it towed back to your apartment, and you can mail me a check for my money.
Listen, when I get home, I better not find that car in front of my apartment. You got that straight?
Very well. It won't be.
Good. I'll see you. What the...
Happy motoring.
Mr. Belvedere will continue in a moment.
Kevin and I have settled our vehicular dispute amicably. He has agreed to repay me in weekly installments. I've agreed to remove the car from his apartment, also in weekly installments. Meanwhile, all's quiet on the orthodontic front as Wesley adjusts to his braces. In fact, he says they give him a menacing quality, which he likes and I consider redundant. I always felt these Owens children would be the death of me. The only thing I'm not sure of is which one will kill me first.
Okay, Mr. Belvedere, I'm ready to drive you to the market.
Well, that answers that.
I'm Morton Dean. Later on Nightline, the nuclear disaster we failed to prepare for.
So they can watch what may be television's last grand miniseries, War and Remembrance, starting Sunday at 8, 7.
Anyways, I get all my weekends off. Holidays, too. I don't do windows, I don't scrub floors, and I ain't fixing to do no sewing or mending or patching.
What exactly do you do?
Well, I tell you, I don't mind shooting varmints, and I'll cook 'em up for you. You ain't lived till you've had my possum surprise.
I think she's smoking it.
Mrs. Deberschmidt, tell me, have you ever had any experience around, well, you know, people?
Well, I worked 2 years at a home for the criminally insane.
That should come in handy with him.
Anyway, Mrs. Deberschmidt, thank you so much for stopping by. We'll be in touch.
Don't you reckon I ought to leave a picture so that you folks will remember just which one I was?
I don't think that'll be a problem.
Suit yourself.
I take it that Mammy Yoakum didn't quite fit the bill.
Gee, I don't know. I kind of liked her. Of course, I was always a sucker for a babe with a pipe.
Don't worry, Mr. Belvedere. We'll find somebody.
Hey, what are you apologizing to him for?
George.
I mean, who the hell ever heard of hiring a housekeeper to take care of your housekeeper?
Well, it certainly wasn't my fault that somebody left their skateboard on the stairs.
Well, I just left it there for a minute.
You know there's some lady on our front lawn skinning a squirrel?
Perhaps it was a snack for the bus ride home.
So you guys find anybody good yet? You've been seeing people all day.
No, not really, honey.
Oh, I don't know. I kind of like that Swedish lady that wasn't wearing any underwear. Your dad's the one that pointed it out.
Well, I guess this just goes to show you're a pretty tough guy to replace.
Well, I knew you'd realize someday there was only one Mr. Belvedere.
Is this the Owens residence?
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Jolly good. In that case, I am your new housekeeper.
What?
I'm Mr. Belvedere.
Streaks on the china never mattered before. Who cares when you drop kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glared. According to our new rivals, life is more than mere survival, and we just might live the good life yet.
Excuse me, but did you say your name is Belvedere?
Yes, Galen Belvedere.
Oh, and do you two know each other?
Yes, we're cousins.
Looks like the family only comes in 2 sizes.
Mr. Belvedere, you never told us you had a cousin.
Well, we haven't seen each other for a little while.
No, 20 years to be exact, cuz? Last time I heard you were rambling round Rangoon. Something to do with the elephant roundup.
Yes, well, the last I heard of you, dear cousin, you were leaning against a fire hydrant somewhere other than Pittsburgh.
Well, you know how it is with us Belvederes, Lynn. 1 minute it's Kuala Lumpur, the next minute Steeltown, USA.
Wow, and now you both are together after all these years. What any coincidence.
Yes. A small world.
It is with you in it.
Hey, this is great. Now we've got 2 Mr. Belvederes, and they're both snotty.
Yeah, lucky us.
I take it, Mrs. Owens, that the position of temporary housekeeper is still open.
Well,
Actually, the position has already been filled.
It has?
Well, I thought Mrs. Defferschmidt had impeccable qualifications.
Huh? Like what?
Well, I thought she looked very nice in burlap.
Well, that's all right, Cousin Lynn. I understand. I'm sorry to have troubled you.
Hey, wait! You're not going to just throw your own cousin out on the street, are you?
Absolutely. Ta-ta! Mind the curb.
Belvedere, I'm surprised at you.
Don't be upset with my cousin, Mrs. Owens. He only has your best interests at heart. I'm afraid Lynn knows me for what I really am. An obstinate, opinionated, know-it-all snob.
Gee, that'd be a switch.
Don't be ridiculous, Galen. You're not going anywhere. You're going to stay here and take care of us and get reacquainted with your cousin, and I don't want to hear another word.
Not even help?
We English do enjoy a good cup of tea, don't we?
Yes, almost as much as we enjoy a good mystery. Speaking of which, what the hell are you doing at Beaver Falls?
Why, what on earth do you mean?
Oh, come now, Galen. It was no accident. You were just popping up like this, so out with it.
All right. I'll tell you, but it has to be our little secret. Agreed?
Agreed.
I came here to kill you. I gotcha.
Galen, I swear.
I haven't gotten you that good since Lord Wilfrid's 10th birthday party. Do you remember when I made you snort chocolate milk through your nose?
It wasn't chocolate milk, you demented little rugrat. It was hot scalding cocoa.
We did used to have some good laughs, though, didn't we?
Yes, usually at my expense.
Oh, I'm not so sure. What about the time I woke up and found you'd mailed me to Glasgow?
I don't know why you were so upset. I sent you first class.
Come on, Mr. Belvedere, time for your afternoon walk.
I'm coming.
Boy, it sounds like you guys are really getting along.
Oh, don't you be deceived, Heather. We still loathe and despise each other. It's just that sometimes he absolutely slays me.
Well, that's why I'm here.
That's it. I've had it with her. It's Becky's birthday, right? And I've been racking my brain for weeks trying to think of something really great to get her. And then it hits me. She loves to bowl. Perfect. So I get her this, and what does she do? She heaves it at me. Says it's unromantic. Now, does this look unromantic to you?
You obviously felt this gift was novel and somewhat endearing, while she was probably hoping for something more personal and sensitive. I certainly wouldn't let my pride get in the way. Perhaps a dozen red roses stuck in the finger holes here might work wonders in softening your fair lady's heart.
Hey, that's great. Who the hell are you, anyway?
I'm Mr. Belvedere.
Oh. Boy, that diet must really be working.
Good morning, Galen.
Good morning, Cousin Lynn.
I trust you slept well in the drawer Mrs. Owens prepared for you.
Well, not really. It was your underwear drawer. I woke up in a pair of your boxer shorts, thought I was at a lawn party.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, what's that smell?
This is breakfast. We have English bangers, Irish oats, and Scotch eggs. I call it my Empire Strikes Back buffet.
You're wasting your time, Galen. The Owensism or the Pop-Tart mentality.
Well, that's because it's the only stuff you eat.
Yeah, big guy. You haven't made us a hot breakfast in a month.
Well, I have been under the weather.
Oh, no. We're under the weather. You're blocking it.
If you'll excuse me, I'll be in my room.
How are you going to get there? Freight elevator?
This fun is contagious, isn't it?
Hello, I'm Mr. Belvedere. I woke up in your underwear drawer. We're under the weather. You're blocking it.
Evening, Cousin Lynn. I made you some nice hot chocolate.
No, thank you. My nose isn't thirsty.
I don't blame you for being upset with me, cousin. Just a bitter bunion on the backside of humanity, that's what I am. I'll leave you alone.
Are there marshmallows in it?
The little pretty pink and green ones, just like we used to have as children. Remember?
How could I forget?
Here we go, then.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. I brought you something else, too.
Mrs. Higginbottom's bedtime tales. I remember Grandma Georgina used to read them to us both.
I'll read one to you if you like.
Oh, would you?
Let's see if we can find a good one, shall we? Ah, here we are. The Giant and Jeremy Crumb.
That's funny. I don't remember that one.
Oh, you will. Once upon a time, there was a tiny little man named Jeremy Crumb who lived in a pumpkin shell. Jeremy worked very hard at the thimble factory, but when he came home at night, he was very sad, for he had no true love to call his own. Then one day, Jeremy met the fair maiden Jane. Jane was tall and beautiful with hair like spun gold, and she loved little Jeremy, even though he only came up to her tuchus. Then the big fat giant from the land of lard showed up. He made jokes about little Jeremy, and Jane laughed and left him and married a Harlem Globetrotter instead. Then little Jeremy swore revenge against the big, fat, flatulent giant. And now that he's found him, he's going to carve him up into little bite-sized pieces and feed him to the bloody crows. Just as soon as your cast comes off, cousin, it's you and me at sunrise. I challenge you to a duel. And by the way, I hope you enjoy your cocoa. I put a laxative in it.
Good morning.
Hey, honey.
Morning, Mrs. Owens. Can I get you some breakfast?
Oh, no, thanks. I'm in kind of a rush today. I have a job interview.
Hey, that's great, Mom.
Oh, yeah, Marsh? What is it? A new law firm.
No, actually, I'm going to try out to be a Pennsylvania mushroom.
What?
Well, it's sort of like a California raisin, only it's a little more fungusy.
Oh, what are you going to do, Marsh? Lie down on a big pizza?
Dad, do you think Mom's getting enough oxygen?
I wouldn't be too concerned. Some people just take a little longer to find themselves than others, but when they do, they approach life with a whole new sense of vigor and enthusiasm. Morning, Cousin Lynn. Breakfast.
I'm not hungry.
Oh, come on now. I made your favorite. Fried oysters and potatoes.
Oh, yes. A Hangtown fry. Very amusing, you twisted little troll.
Hey, what's the matter, big guy? You seem a little edgy this morning.
It's nothing. I'm fine.
Well, your legs sure must be getting better. I must have heard you clump into the bathroom 500 times last night.
Yes, well, my new Reader's Digest came in yesterday. Besides that, my legs all swelled up again, so there.
Now, come on, guys. We're going to be late for school.
Yeah, take it easy, Mr. Belvedere.
Yeah, big guy, don't let things get you down.
And remember what they say, cousin. Today is the last day of the rest of your life.
No, that's not it. You mean today's the first day of the rest of your life.
Oh, yes. My mistake.
He'll kill me. He'll kill me not. He'll kill me.
Hey, Mr. Belvedere. You know that idea you gave me yesterday about the flowers and the bowling ball and stuff? Well, I did it, and it worked great. Becky went absolutely nuts. Hey, you're big again.
We're home.
I see that.
It was great, Mr. Belvedere. Galen picked me up from school, and we went to this neat medieval surplus store. Look at all the stuff we got. We got these neat dueling pistols, some swords, some ninja Death Stars. We even almost got a flamethrower.
Unfortunately, they didn't have a pair.
What a pity. I was beginning to feel a chill.
Come on, Galen. Let's go out and try out the crossbow. Galen said he can shoot the wings off a fly at 200 yards.
Just imagine what I could do with a larger target.
And just think what I could do with a can of Raid, you rancid little witch. Take that, you cretinous carbuncle, and that.
Hey, Mr. Belvedere, what are you doing out here? What happened to your cast?
I took it off.
But your leg isn't better yet.
Well, it's not perfect, but it'll do.
Huh? Do what?
Wesley, tomorrow morning at sunrise, my cousin Galen and I are going to have a duel. A duel to the death.
Ah, come on. You expect me to believe that?
Not really. Good night.
Hey, you're not kidding, are you? You guys are really gonna do it.
I'm afraid my cousin's convinced that I slighted him some years ago, and now he demands satisfaction.
But you can't fight Galen. He's better than you. I mean, he's little and fast, and you're big and... not so fast.
Be that as it may, Wesley, I am an Englishman, and I prefer death before dishonor.
Yeah, but you...
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to try and figure out this thing.
Here,
And that's this.
a bus ticket.
Oh, my. All the way to Akron.
I would have sent you farther, but American Express called in my card.
Don't worry, Wesley. I'll be gone soon enough.
Yeah, as soon as you blow a few holes in Mr. Belvedere.
Well, the choice of weapons is his. I'm merely getting them ready.
Hey, I mean it. I don't want you hurting him.
I'm sorry, Wesley. There's nothing I can do. Once certain events are set in motion, they become unalterable. You cannot reverse them. I'm talking about man's destiny and the forces of the universe.
Yeah, well, we'll see about that. The forces of the universe haven't been up against Wesley T. Owens. Hey, George, guess what?
What?
I got the job. So, how do I look?
Like a mushroom.
You really think so? Only trouble is my stem is so tight I feel like I'm wearing a straitjacket.
Maybe you better get used to it.
Oh, congratulations. Mrs. Owens, I'm sure you'll be a fungus Pennsylvania can be proud of.
Thank you, Galen.
Hey, what's with the monkey suit, little guy? Looks like you're going to a funeral.
That certainly is a possibility. Mr. and Mrs. Owens, I must apologize. There may be some unpleasantness this morning, but rest assured, as soon as it's over with, I'll be on my way.
Galen Belvedere, I assume your challenge.
What?
Oh, I get it. It's funny outfit day.
Just a minute, you tin-plated teeny bopper. You can't accept my challenge.
Oh, yeah? That's not what it says here.
Miss Manners' Guide to Combat Etiquette.
It says right there on page 57, in the event the primary opponent becomes ill or incapacitated, his duly appointed second may replace him on the field of honor.
Wait a minute, he's not incapacitated. He told me his leg was fine.
Come on, Mr. Belvedere, just a few more steps.
Oh, yeah, they're easy. I think something may be broken.
Malingerer, big faker. You're even limping on the wrong leg.
Uh-oh.
Yes, Wesley. Perhaps you could explain the Louisville slugger imprint on my left shin.
Somebody please tell me what's going on.
It's Galen. He never really wanted to be our housekeeper. He just came to kill Mr. Belvedere.
What?
In a fair fight, of course. We were going to have a duel earlier this morning.
That was before Vlad the Impaler came along and took me out of the lineup.
This is ridiculous. I will not have two grown men dueling to the death on my carpet.
Tough talk from a toadstool.
Mrs. Owens, we promised to limit the bloodletting to the patio.
We were going to do it on the grass, but we thought Galen might get lost in it.
I'd rather get lost in it than graze in it. Water buffalo.
Shrimp boat.
Tubby the tuber.
Piccolo Pete. Hey, guys.
You see, it's idiotic jokes like that poisoned the mind of my fiancée and turned her against me.
Fiancé? What fiancé?
This fiancée here.
You were engaged to Gail Storm?
Gail Storm, that's Gwendolyn Fitzmaurice.
Fitzy, that's not Fitzy. Fitzy had red hair.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
No, you're thinking of Wanda Grigsby. She had red hair.
Oh, Wanda had no hair, you little twit. She lost it at that Thresher demonstration, remember?
Oh, yes. But all I know is I was going to marry somebody, and then you waddled over and ruined the whole thing. At the Guy Fawkes dance.
You mean that grog-guzzling fiasco way back in 63?
So you do remember.
I remember pulling off Lady Ashley's leg.
I'm just asking her to marry me.
Oh, really? You told me you were climbing for coconuts.
Whoops.
Whoops. You mean I almost got killed over some babe you guys can't even remember?
Yes, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, but that's not the point.
It's not.
No, all my life this man's been insulting me, belittling me, treating me like some kind of freak. I demand satisfaction.
Very well, Galen. If you insist upon this madness, I'll do my best to accommodate you.
Fine.
But before we draw a bead on one another, I think you should know that it was never your size that inspired my insults, but your stature.
What?
You are the most aggravating person I know. Achievement for achievement, exploit for exploit, insult for insult. You have managed to one-up me my whole damn life, and it makes me so mad I could spit.
Oh, sorry.
And all this time I thought it was because I was little.
Galen,
You're the biggest pain, I know.
So does this mean you guys are calling the duel off?
Are you kidding? I wouldn't miss this for the world.
I'm still confused.
Just play.
On my mark. 1, 2, 3. Turn and fire.
Well, Cousin Lynn, I'll be off now.
So soon? The family will be sorry they missed you.
Oh, I'm not so sure. I think they're pretty happy with the Belvedere they've got.
And where are you off to now? The road to Mandalay? Timbuktu?
Akron, actually. Somebody was kind enough to give me a ticket. I hear it's the bowling capital of the world.
Yes. Perhaps you could get a job there as a pin.
Well, I'll be going. Needn't see me to the door.
I won't have to see you at all after tonight.
Cousin, all differences aside, if ever you should feel like returning to England, there'll always be a place for you at Belvedere Castle.
I appreciate that, Galen. Truly.
Just give me 2 weeks' notice. I'll have the drawbridge reinforced. Doodly-pip.
At any rate, all's quiet on the home front, now that my impish cousin Galen is gone. I never thought I'd say it, but I almost miss the little twit. It's always so nice spending time with your family, even if they are out to kill you. Anyway, I shouldn't be too depressed. After all, I still have Wesley. I may not have the insult, but I'll always have the injury.
Critic Tom Shale says it's tremendous television. We may never see anything like it again. It's War and Remembrance, continuing Sunday at 9, 8 Central and Mountain on ABC.
Now, Wendy pulls a fast one on her father. A fake boyfriend stands in for...
Hi, Dad. Hi, Wes. Hi, Mr. Bellyflop.
Angela,
My parents signed the consent form so I can go.
back to Pluto, I hope.
Angela and I want to help the homeless of Pittsburgh, so we're going to volunteer to shelter downtown.
Oh?
Yeah, we're going to cook them breakfast.
I thought you wanted to help the homeless, not kill them.
I think what you're doing is very laudable.
Well, we both have been very fortunate, and we want to do something for people who have less than us. Not only that, we get out of study hall.
Angela, your compassion is an inspiration to us all.
Can I go too?
What for?
Maybe I'll meet a hobo and he can teach me how to hop a freight to nowhere.
I'll teach you, Wesley. I'll even give you a little boost.
Come on, George. We're going to be late for the funeral.
There's been a passing?
Oh, yes, Barney. One of George's golfing buddies. I'm afraid George is taking it kind of hard.
Let's hit it.
I've never seen him look so devastated.
George.
Hey, I know what you're going to say. This isn't right for a funeral.
Not unless it's for Bubbles the chimp.
Look, all the pallbearers are dressing like this.
Oh, what's the minister wearing? Bermuda shorts?
Barney wanted his funeral on a golf course. It's where he spent his happiest hours.
I'm sorry, George. I didn't mean to be disrespectful. A funeral is a solemn event.
That's right. Come on, Marsh. We're riding in the lead golf cart.
Streaks on the china. china never mattered before. Who cares when you drop kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glared. According to our new rivals, life is more than mere survival, and we just might live the good life yet.
Hey, Ange, how's my French toast moving? Great. I think they really like it.
Hey, am I supposed to eat this or resole my shoes with it?
How are you girls doing?
Okay, I guess, except I didn't know we'd be so busy.
Yeah, where do all these people come from?
Same place that we do, except somewhere they got off the track. Job loss, disability, mental illness, drug abuse.
I had a cousin who was homeless, but he just forgot his zip code.
Why don't I spell you here and you girls can go clear some tables?
Wow, Heather, we already got a promotion. Right. Let me help you with that.
Hands off, Blondie.
I wasn't going to take anything.
Sure, you and the cops, welfare and the feds. Everybody wants my stuff.
Sorry. So, do you wear contacts? Just trying to make conversation.
Napkin, 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 napkin.
Did you lose this?
Oh, my earrings, thanks.
You're welcome. My name's Tom.
Oh, I'm Heather.
This your first day?
Yeah, some pretty strange people around here.
Yeah, huh?
I don't know whether I should be scared of them or feel sorry for them.
Yeah, me neither.
So how long have you been a volunteer?
Oh, I'm not. I live here.
Oh, hi, Mr. Belvedere.
Oh, back from the fairway farewell?
Yeah.
Actually, it was a very nice service.
Yeah, until some bozo sliced his drive into the casket.
Well, I'm going to soak my feet. That's the last time I wear heels in a sand trap.
I'm sorry about your friend, George. Were you close?
Hey, he was in my foursome at the club. He'd always shave off a stroke at the par fives. Back at the clubhouse, we'd play a little poker. He'd cheat. Leave when he was ahead. Sign my name on his tab.
Friends like that are hard to find.
It's just, here's a guy about my age. Makes you think.
Certainly does. About what?
You know, life and death.
Well, George, we live and then we die.
Speak for yourself.
My point is not to worry. While we have life, we should enjoy it.
I guess you're right, big guy. No point moping.
Hey, Dad, want to toss it around?
What are you trying to do, kill me?
Angela, I need some plates.
Here you go. Hi, Tom.
Oh, hi, Heather. Like my new shirt?
It's real nice.
I found it in the dumpster. People throw away really good stuff.
So you got a date?
No, I'm going on a job interview.
Oh, isn't this your job?
Oh, I'm just helping out while I stay here. I like to keep busy.
Oh, well, good luck at your interview. You must be pretty excited, huh?
Yeah, I haven't had a real job in 2 years.
2 whole years? That's awful.
Well, it's hard when they ask for an address and phone number and you don't have an address and phone number.
Hi. I didn't get a chance to introduce myself to you yesterday. I'm Angela.
Good for you.
You know, just because you have a terrible, miserable life of hopelessness doesn't mean you can't say a friendly hello.
What makes you think my life's so miserable?
Well, you live on the streets. You're dirty and grungy and kind of smelly. No offense.
None taken. Besides, you're the one who stinks.
What?
That perfume. It's just another product of the capitalist consumer conspiracy.
No, it's Forever Crystal.
Look, Blondie, everything I need in the world is right here where I can get at it. Real simple.
You make it sound like living this way is good.
I'm totally free and unfettered by the trappings of modern civilization. Can you say that?
No, but I can say rubber baby buggy bumpers.
Hi, Dad. Finally returning that plunger I borrowed.
Oh, you didn't have to, Kev. It was sort of a housewarming gift.
Gee, thanks.
You know how to read these blood pressure things?
Oh, yeah, I learned how when I was a nurse's aide. You're 30/10.
Is that good?
Not really. You're dead.
I ordered 8 years of Time magazine for this stupid thing.
Come on, Dad. What are you worried about? You seem like a healthy kind of guy.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Then again, you never know.
What do you mean?
Well, when I worked at the hospital, there was this guy about your age. He came in for a hair transplant. An hour later, he was on a slab in the morgue.
Yeah?
And another guy, he had an ingrown toenail. Next day, they were spreading his ashes over the Monongahela.
Huh?
Whoops, gotta get to class. Hey, listen, I'll come back later and tell you about some more dead guys. See ya.
Expecting a close encounter? Huh? You hardly touched your dinner, although you sculpted it very well.
I saw Doc Elliott this afternoon.
I hope it's not bad news.
I'm in perfect health.
Oh, George, I am sorry.
I don't understand. Arnie had a checkup from Doc Elliott a week before he croaked, and he was fine, too.
Any idea what caused Barney's sudden demise?
He died in the saddle.
Oh, you mean horseback riding?
No. You know, between the fluffy whites.
He fell into a meringue?
He died in bed with his wife.
Oh, you mean chiming Big Ben?
Whatever.
George, it was a fluke.
Yeah, but it was a fluke that killed him.
Oh, it's such a clear and beautiful night. All the stars are out. It's kind of romantic. I'll be upstairs.
Hi, everyone. I brought a surprise. Homemade cookies. I didn't bake them. Hello again.
Look who's here. Little Mary Sunstroke.
Looks like you got a lot of stuff in there.
Yep. Place for everything and everything in its place.
Thanks. Hi, Tom. I brought you a cookie.
Oh, thanks.
So did you get the job?
Oh, nah. There must have been 100 people there. I didn't stand a chance.
You'll do better next time.
These are for you.
Oh, thanks, Mrs. Williams. You're very nice.
I feel terrible about this.
Oh, that's okay. A rule is a rule.
What's going on?
It's our policy here at the shelter. People can only stay 2 weeks.
It's not fair.
Heather, we have to turn away dozens of people every day. That's not fair either.
Hey, I'll be okay. I got a great spot under the turnpike. If nobody took it.
Come on in, Tom.
You sure this is a good idea?
Don't worry. You'll stay in the attic. No one will ever know you're here.
Hello, Heather.
Hi, Mr. Belvedere.
How did my cookies go over?
Great, Mr. Belvedere. Well, good night.
Brazil nuts.
Huh?
That's the secret to the recipe. I got it after a wild weekend in Rio with Mrs. Fields.
Well, good night.
Anything wrong?
Why should something be wrong?
No reason. But if Wesley had that look on his face, I'd be sleeping tonight with a gun.
George, where are you going now?
I'm going to make a sandwich.
Another one?
I had Chinese for lunch. Go to sleep.
That was close. Hi.
You mind? I need my binoculars. Henrietta Huffnagel left her blinds open.
Okay.
Here. Is something going on?
No?
Is there someone hiding in the closet?
Yeah, there's a man in there. Some guy I picked up off the street.
Guess that's the only way you're gonna get one.
Oh, no, Marsh, not the feather trick.
Good morning.
Hey, get that thing out of my face.
I'm sorry, George. I just love doing that. I always have.
Guess I fell asleep watching the tube.
Or trying to avoid something else.
Morning.
Bingo.
I waited up for you.
Yeah, well, I think I'm coming down with a cold. I don't want to spread it around.
I'd say you're spreading it around rather well.
I think I better go up and take some aspirin or something.
I hope I don't have to sleep alone again tonight.
Don't look at me.
I don't know if this is going to work, Heather.
Oh, yes, it will. At least until we can find you a job. Here, look. Here's one that pays $25,000 a year with medical benefits, full dental, and daycare.
What is it?
Divisional Multi-System Program Analyst. I don't know what it is either.
Oh, I'll get it.
Oh, no, Tom, you're supposed to stay here, remember? Coming. Hi, Ange. Come on in. Hi. What is all this? It's my stuff. Now I'm in total control of my life. Everything I need is right here. My clothes, my books, my records, even Mr. Beaver. Angela, get real. Hi, Tom.
Oh, hi, Angela. I like your shopping cart.
Thanks. I got it in the supermarket. Tom, what are you doing?
Just helping out.
I told you have to stay in the attic or they'll find you.
Oh, that's right.
Is it me or does Tom seem a little weird? Why don't you ask Mr. Beaver? Come on, Angela. I'll drive to the store.
When did I polish this?
Hey, big guy. Is the coast clear?
Yes, George. Your wife is upstairs taking another cold shower.
Good. Why can't she leave me alone?
Beats the hell out of me.
It's not just Marcia either. All of a sudden, every woman I meet wants my bot. My secretary, some meter maid, even the cashier at Lumberama. She tried to slip me a free can of spackle.
George, I think you're just imagining all this because you're obsessed with Whoopi.
Hi, my name's Yvette, and I'm selling waterless cookware. Is your wife available?
No.
Want to steam some vegetables?
I guess you're just a meat and potatoes man.
Hi, Mr. Botulism.
Hello, Angela. I don't know what you're doing, but I'm sure there's an irrational explanation for it.
This? These are all my earthly belongings. I've dropped out of society.
I'll drink to that.
Now I'm free. Free as the breeze.
That must be what I hear whistling between your ears.
Hi, Aunt. Hi, Ed.
Oh, hello, Heather. I want to thank you for all that extra cleaning that you've been doing.
Huh?
Well, you know, the banisters, the window blinds, the lampshades. That was you, wasn't it?
Well, sure. Who else could it be? Maybe it was Tom. Angela. Sorry, it couldn't have been, Tom? He stays in the attic all day.
For crying out loud, Marsh. Get your mind out of the gutter. Hi, nice jacket. Who the hell are you?
I'm Tom. I live here. Who are you?
Oh, I see you two have met.
So I brought Tom here until I could get him a job in a place of his own.
I thought I heard noises in the attic. I just assumed that's where you were sleeping.
Well, I thought we had a squirrel up there. I even put out some poison pellets.
My God, I thought those were licorice bits.
Hey, everybody, there's some guy up in the attic.
We know, Wes.
You do?
He's a homeless man your sister's been trying to hide.
You mean you were telling me the truth? You're really warped.
Hey, look, kitten, I feel sorry for the guy, but he just can't stay here.
But he's not bothering anyone.
Heather, your heart is in the right place, but I'm afraid your father's right.
Don't get mad at Heather. It's my fault.
Hey, look, Tom. We're not blaming you or anyone else. I know times are tough.
Well, here's your clothes, Mr. Owens.
Oh, no, you keep them. And, here's a couple of bucks for you.
No, thanks. I already ate your food and stayed at your house.
Well, so does Belvedere, and we pay him.
Please, take it, Tom.
Thanks. Maybe I can buy some new boots.
Wait, Tom, maybe you can stay with Angela.
Hasn't he suffered enough?
So what are we going to do? Just throw him out?
Heather.
Oh, sure. Give him a few bucks, forget about him, and maybe the problem will go away. Well, it won't. There are a million of Toms out there, and no one even gives a damn. What kind of world is this? Tom? Tom? Mr. Belvedere, what is this place?
It's a residential hotel. Mind the concierge?
Well, wait a second. That's the shelter's address in case he needs a meal.
Ah, here we are.
Tom.
Hi, Heather. Hi, Mr. Belvedere. Come on in.
Thank you.
Like my new apartment?
You live here?
Well, it's not as nice as your attic, but it's all I could afford on my new salary.
You mean you found a job?
Mr. Belvedere got me a job at Donut World.
I carry a lot of weight around there.
Right now I mix the dough, but if I do good, they'll let me dip them in chocolate icing and put sprinkles on them and maybe even squirt jelly in the jelly donuts. What's the matter, Heather? You look sad.
It's just the newspaper's filled with all these really good jobs. Better than working in some donut shop.
I can't get those jobs. They said I wasn't qualified.
Yeah, but you could get into a job training program or something.
And I like my job. It's fun. Besides, I get to meet a lot of nice policemen.
Yeah, but Tom, with a better job, you could afford a really nice place. Don't you want a balcony and a stereo and a trash compactor?
Gee, I got a roof over my head and a bed to sleep in with blankets and everything. I thought I was doing pretty good.
You know something? You're right. You're doing great. I'm really proud of you.
Heather, I think it's time we should go. Tom has to be up early in the morning.
Yeah, I got to be at Donut World at 4 in the morning.
Mm-hmm. I'll be there at 4:15. Nice.
Thanks, Mr. Belvedere, for getting him that job. It was really nice of you. I just wish there was more I could do.
Oh, Heather. If everybody cared as much as you did, there'd be far less people sleeping in cardboard boxes and on steam grates.
Why should anyone have to sleep on a steam grate?
Why, indeed.
Hi, George.
Uh-oh.
I was at the club today. Guess what happened?
You made a hole-in-one and they gave you a free divot fixer?
I had lunch with the wives of your golfing buddies.
Yeah?
Yeah. And you know how girls talk. Well, it seems like we've all been feeling a little neglected lately.
What do you know?
And there's this rumor going around about what really happened to Barney. I was beginning to think it was me.
Belvedere!
You went shopping. At the movies with Heather.
Actually, my heart's starting to pound.
It's a muscle. It needs exercise.
Oh, if I die.
You'll have a smile on your face.
You know, come to think of it, so did Barney.
Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
Heather continues to volunteer at the shelter. Tom stops by from time to time, usually with a generous donation from Donut World. Meanwhile, the supermarket reclaimed Angela's shopping cart, leaving her with no choice but to return to civilization. Talk about paradise lost. As for George, he somehow survived his close encounter with Marcia. And since then, I haven't seen much of either of them. Paradise regained. To celebrate this season of goodwill, the Owenses have pleasantly surprised me by agreeing to be on their best behavior. From all of us, happy holidays!
Let me help.
Oh, thanks, Heath.
You know, Mom, this was the best Christmas ever.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it was perfect. We were all together, trimming the tree, singing Christmas carols. Dad didn't even make us watch Perry Como's Christmas.
The world. Now, stay tuned for just 5.
Can't help it. When somebody talks out loud in the movies, I go nuts.
Yeah, well, that's still no reason to plaster your nachos all over that lady's head.
It was dark. I didn't know she was a nun.
Hey. Don't I get a goodnight kiss? Hey, wait a minute. I live here. Hey, Case, I don't get it. I mean, we do have a relationship.
We do?
Well, yeah, I think we do.
Why? Just because I've seen you in your Mr. Happy Face boxer shorts? Come on, Kevin, you're letting your imagination run away with you.
Oh? Did I imagine that moment in the movies when I passed you the popcorn? A little baby Colonel fell on my knee. You picked it up and ate it. Now, Freud would call that a sexual overture.
That's just silly. I'm going to bed.
Oh, yeah, well, what about when you tried to grab my milk duds?
Good night.
Snack tease.
I don't feel so good.
Oh, honey, what's wrong?
I don't know. I think my glands are swollen.
Allow me. Glands, anyone?
Oh, there's my carpool for the diner. Bye-bye.
See ya. Bye. Hey, Les, if you don't want to go to school, just say so.
I don't want to go to school.
Tough, you're going.
All right, but don't be surprised if I don't come back. At least not in one piece.
Huh?
You know that new family that moved in down the block? The Bozines?
The ones with the bumper sticker that reads, honk if you eat possum.
That's them. They've got a kid about my age, and he says if I walk past their house one more time, he's gonna pull out my eyeballs and show them to me.
I've been tempted to do that myself.
I bet he's just roughhousing because he wants to be your friend.
Well, okay. But if I'm not home by 3:30, call the Marines.
If you're not home by 3:30, I'll change the locks.
Streaks on the china never mattered before. Who cares when you drop kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glared. According to our new rivals, life is more than mere survival, and we just might live the good life yet.
Kevin, I'm done with the shower.
Well, I hope you left me a little cold water.
Look, I've been thinking about what you said last night, and you're right. We do have a relationship. Or we should.
We should?
Uh-huh. I mean, I did move in here because we both needed a roommate.
Right.
But we've been living together for 3 months now.
4.
Well, I guess the point is that, well, it was bound to happen sooner or later, so why not now?
Why not? What now?
This. Wait right here. I'm gonna change into something more interesting.
Great. Casey can call in sick. Carl can take notes for me in class. We can hole up here for a week and just live on love. Must be the champagne.
Kevin!
Wendy. And
Alan, you were best man at our wedding.
What a surprise. What are you two doing back in town?
Well, all my relatives are here to celebrate my parents' 35th wedding anniversary, and Mom's allergic to Alan, so we can't stay there. And ditsy me, I forgot to make hotel reservations, and there aren't any rooms left in town.
I tried to be mad at her, but I can't. Excuse me.
When we moved to California, you said anytime we were in town, we could stay with you.
I did?
Kevin, you're a doll. And I promise we won't be 1 minute's trouble.
Okay, big boy, your wish is about to come true.
Oh.
Casey O'Connell, Wendy and Alan Schnabel.
Kevin, you didn't tell me we were expecting company.
And you didn't tell me you had a roommate. Such a skinny one.
Well, I guess we all have a lot to catch up on. What happened to the sexy satin thing?
It's in the bedroom with your friends.
Oh, come on, Case, you're not still upset, are you?
Who, me?
Look, I had to let them stay. I mean, Wendy's an old friend of mine from school, and Alan's her husband. He's a bug specialist.
Great. Why didn't they stay at a roach motel?
All right, Casey, what's the matter? I mean, you said you wanted to sleep with me.
I wanted to and I didn't have to. Now that I have to, I don't want to. Good night.
Hey, don't let a silly thing like this come between us. Come on. I bet they're asleep by now.
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just getting a little snack to tide Alan and me over till breakfast.
Help me. Somebody please help me.
Good Lord.
Wesley, what happened?
This is all your fault.
Mine?
Yeah. If you hadn't sent me out for donuts, I wouldn't have walked past the new people's house and Jabez wouldn't have ambushed me.
Jabez?
Yeah, Jabez Bozine. His name was stitched on his overalls. I read it right before he did a clog dance on your donuts.
Not my maple cream walnut roll. You must have done something to provoke the attack.
I just walked past their house.
That would have provoked me.
Hey, wait a minute. This kid's older sister, Lulabez Bozine, is in my biology class. She seems pretty nice. Maybe we should go talk to her. Come on, Wes.
Hey, wait a minute. Aren't you at least going to untie my arms?
Perhaps for Christmas.
Kevin, Brecky breakfast is ready.
Great. Thanks.
Come on, I've set a special place for you.
Sure.
I've got to go to work.
Oh, come on, Kevin. You sit right down here, and I'll take care of you.
Apron for briefs?
No, but since I'm an attorney, I thought I could help, and this case is a challenge.
What is it? Defamation of meatloaf?
No, a customer found a hairnet in her chili.
I'd say she had quite a beef.
Well, I've got to run. Say goodbye to everyone for me.
Here comes the walking wounded.
I still can't believe it. Lulabeth seemed like such a nice girl. All we did was knock on her door, and the next thing we knew, we were eating dirt.
Well, at least they fed you.
What happened to you two?
It's those Bozine kids down the street. We went over there to be friendly, and instead, they clobbered us.
I'm gonna nip this thing in the bud. Nobody beats up my kids and gets away with it.
Come on, Ed. We don't want to miss this.
Let's move it. It's time these people found out they're dealing with Iron Fist Owens.
Iron Fist a little rusty?
So, anybody up for a movie?
Oh, I hear love stories playing at the campus theater.
How about Gorillas in the Mist?
I don't want to. Why don't we stay in? We'll order pizza.
I have a better idea. Let's play Truth or Fib. You know, that game where you have to tell the truth no matter what you're asked?
Sure, why not?
Okay, Casey and Alan are on one team, and Kevin and I are on the other. Okay, Casey, would you rather jump from the Golden Gate Bridge or be stuck in a pit with a couple of wild boars?
I'll take the bridge.
I'll take the bridge mix.
Come on, Casey, it's your turn to ask me one.
Wendy, if you were on a sinking ship and could save only your mother or your husband, who would you save?
I'd save Kevin.
He isn't one of the choices.
I don't care. I'd still save him.
Wendy, Kevin isn't even on the ship.
Then I don't want to be either.
Wendy, I think it's my turn.
Whatever you say, Kevin. You find a wallet containing $5,000. There is no identification. Do you turn the wallet over to the police, or do you take the money and run away to Tahiti with your old girlfriend who's trapped in a miserable marriage and is dying to get away?
Hey, you're talking about us.
Oh, hush, Alan.
No, it's finally dawning on me. I've sat here for the last 2 days and watched you throw yourself at this guy right under my nose.
Alan, the only thing that's been under your nose are the 4 basic food groups.
No, you want to know something else? I'll bet you forgot to make those reservations on purpose so we'd have to stay here.
Don't be ridiculous.
Yeah, was I being ridiculous when I heard you call out Kevin's name while we were making love?
I did not.
You did too. Both times. On our honeymoon and on Kevin's birthday. Well, that's it. You may not think I'm much, but I bet a lot of girls would kill for a guy like me. I'm out of here.
Oh, Kevin!
Wendy, I'm sure Kevin will be back with Alan any minute.
I can't believe he left like that.
I can.
Look, I know it's wrong, but I can't help myself. I mean, Alan is great and we have a good life, but he doesn't have that wild animal man-boy thing that Kevin has. You know?
No.
I mean that Northwoods Timberwolf quality combined with that chocolate milk smell around his mouth.
Is that what that is? Kevin, any luck?
None. I went to every takeout joint and donut shop in town, and there's no sign of him. Saw Mr. Belvedere, though.
What if something horrible has happened to my husband? How will I make it through the night? Oh, hi, Kevin. Dinner's almost ready.
You heard from Alan?
No, but I'm coping. Thanks for being so concerned.
Sit down. Now, look, Wendy, you and I have been friends for years, and I have always loved you as a friend. But only as a friend. There can never, ever, ever be anything physical between us.
All right. I understand.
Good.
And yet, there's a deep, pulsating animal yearning between us. It's a driving bloodlust screaming in the wilderness that must be answered now. Alan!
Kevin. Wendy. I love you too much to see you unhappy, so I'm going to set you free.
You are?
Yeah. Just like I did with my praying mantis Giselle when I had to let her out of her bug jar.
You love me that much?
Well, I guess the best man won. I can't compete with her passionate memories of you.
Nothing ever happened between us.
Oh, come on. This is the most beautiful, desirable woman in the world, and you expect me to believe you never laid a hand on her?
Yes. In fact, I never even really kissed her.
Well, maybe it's time that you did.
What?
If you're willing to blow your whole marriage for this guy, you better make sure there's some chemistry. Go ahead, Kevin, kiss her.
Huh?
Yeah, Kevin, listen to the lady.
What the hell?
That's it?
You call that a kiss? This is a kiss.
Oh, Alan.
What?
Let's go home.
Ooh.
I'm sorry if I caused you guys too much trouble. I guess when the honeymoon ended, my silly fantasies of Kevin took over.
I'm glad you guys are back together.
You know, Kevin may not be my fantasy anymore, but he's a great guy. He's been looking for someone like you for a long time. I'm glad he's found you. Come on, honey buggy.
Well, I guess they really do love each other. Just like us. I mean, kind of like us. Sort of like us.
Kevin, we have to talk.
Oh, no. No, you don't. Every time a woman says we have to talk, it's the big kiss-off.
Kevin.
No, I'm not listening to this.
Kevin, you're a really nice guy.
Oh, that is even worse than we have to talk. I don't want to be a nice guy. I just want a relationship. Is that too much to ask?
You deserve someone who thinks as much of you as Wendy does. Somebody who really loves you. I wish that somebody was me. But it isn't.
I see.
Hey, come on, look at the bright side. I mean, at least I paid my half of this month's rent.
Yeah, well, guess that's something.
Hey. Goodbye, Kevin.
You see.
If you'd like to be a guest on The Love Connection, please send a self-addressed stamp to...
Are you sure this powwow with the Bozines is going to work, Belvedere?
You can catch more flies with honey than you can with vinegar.
Well, I say we put a landmine under the welcome mat.
What makes you think they'll wipe their feet?
Nevertheless, I have prepared a feast of shoot fly pie, possum tartare, and moonshine mousse. I'm sure they'll love it. Greetings! And welcome in the name of peace.
Take off your hats. We wasn't born in the barn.
I was. And now look, this violence malarkey's got to stop. I mean, what did we ever do to make you mad at us?
Well, sir, you and your young'uns traipse clean across our property every blessed day of the week without a by your leave. I'd call that ornery.
We were just walking on the sidewalk. What's a sidewalk? The publisher's clearing house. People never said nothing to us about no sidewalk.
You won the Publishers Clearinghouse sweepstakes?
We couldn't believe it happened to us.
Regardless, just because the sidewalk runs past your house, it doesn't mean you own it. Anyone can walk on it.
Nobody's allowed to do nothing without what I say so.
Someone will have to die.
I lost the hairnet case, which cost the diner $4,000 in damages. Then this huge party comes into the diner, runs up a $100 tab, and stiffs me on the tip. I could kill someone.
Marsh, this is the Bozine family. They live down the block.
We's the ones been whooping on your family.
Whooping? We didn't want to upset you.
Yeah, Dad said you had enough stuff to take care of.
The day has not come when Marcia Owens can't take care of her family first. If I ever find out that you ignorant sodbusters have so much as looked at my family cross-eyed again, I will curse you with enough litigation to make Watergate look like a picnic!
Help me, Lord, she be speaking in tongues.
Jesus, she witch!
Oh, please, call off your hate. We'll go play Matt the Skunk Holler and never vex you again. Quick, Beulah Bears, grab the youngins.
Let's take the sidewalk.
Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
World had beaten them.
The siege of the Bozines has finally ended, thanks to Mrs. Owens. She may have lost the hairnet case, but she won the respect and admiration of her family. Since the abdication of his roommate, we've seen a lot more of Kevin. I must say he seems a bit lost. These Owens men certainly are at the mercy of their women folk. But then, we're all at the mercy of some woman.
I love you, Mrs. Fields.
I'm Jeff Greenfield. Later on Nightline, remember El Salvador, the death squads, guerrilla attacks, the warnings of another Vietnam? An election this weekend could bring it all back.
Sunday at 7, join host Mary Hart as Great Circuses of the World presents the best from Brazil, Germany, and Luxembourg.
Yeah, he's upstairs locked in his bedroom.
Again? Are you sure?
That's where the trail of crumbs stopped.
You've been spending a lot of time up there lately.
I know I'll regret asking this, but what exactly are you doing?
Practicing.
For what? The rodeo?
Well, I'm going to be a stripper to raise money for charity.
Of course. Why pass the hat when you can drop the pants?
Hey, look, if I can help just one poor kid by letting a bunch of screaming women drop dollar bills into my shorts, then it's worth it.
Can sainthood be far behind?
For Salisbury steak, anyone?
I'm still chewing this piece.
It's not too tough, is it?
Not if you're Jaws.
Go ahead. Make fun. I'm in court all day trying to nail a slumlord. Then I rush home because it's Mr. Belvedere's day off, and I want my children to have a nice hot meal. And this is the thanks I get.
Come on, Mom. Finish it, man. Really. Right?
Right.
Right.
Yeah. And besides, I wanted to go on a diet anyway.
Excuse me.
Streaks on the china never mattered before. Who cares when you drop kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glared. According to our new rival, life is more than mere survival, and we just might live the good life yet.
I can't make a dent in this gravy.
Here, try scraping it off with one of these Salisbury steak things.
Hey, Mom's meat works better than Brillo pads.
Nice going, Hez.
Well, it was your stupid idea.
Hey, come on. You know, we all make fun of Mom's cooking, but it wouldn't hurt to give her a compliment once in a while.
You mean lie?
Well, it's not lying. It's called being tactful.
You mean like if I told you you're smart and beautiful?
No, that would be lying.
Real funny, Cap.
All right, look, Dad's away in Russia and Mom's lonely. I think we should try and be extra nice to her. Okay?
Okay.
Great. Now let's be extra nice to ourselves and go get a pizza.
Good evening, Mrs. Owens.
Hi, Mr. Belvedere. How was your day off?
Oh, very pleasant. But then again, it always is without Wesley.
Mr. Belvedere, how would you feel if the kids couldn't get their teeth through your thighs?
Relieved.
Do you think I'm a bad cook?
Well, bad is such a subjective term, Mrs. Owens. I mean, there's bad and there's awfully bad. And then again, there's wretched and horrid and simply abysmal. Does that answer your question?
It's just the kids are always complaining about my food, and I'm getting tired of it.
Me too. Want to kill them?
No, but I am thinking of taking cooking lessons.
Well, just be sure and find a good teacher. Preferably one with a sense of humor.
Mr. Belvedere, it's so sweet of you to volunteer.
Mr. Belvedere, you're my trainer. Talk to me.
Why? I just saw your breakfast.
Come on. Saturday's gonna be here before you know it. I want to look good for this strip-off. Gotta bulk up.
Well, carry on.
Hey, where are you going?
To get something to eat. You bulk up your way, I'll bulk up mine. What are you doing?
Looking for my frog. Hey, Kev, is that Mr. Bug-Eyes on your shorts?
I suppose it was. For our first lesson, I thought we'd start with something foolproof. Good old Yankee pot roast.
Oh, that's easy. You just take a hunk of meat, throw it in a pot, dump in a box of salt, and boil everything till the water's all gone. My grandmother's recipe.
Ah, then it is hereditary. So, perhaps we should start with something even more basic.
Oh, okay.
Like spaghetti.
Sure.
Meet Chef Boyardee.
Kevin, what happened?
Mr. Bug-Eyes made me sprain my wrist. Wait till I get my good hand on him.
Relax, he's in my pocket. Sure.
Hey, something smells pretty good.
Yeah, it's great having Mr. Belvedere back in the kitchen.
Ah, nothing like a quiet stroll before dinner.
Wait a minute. If you're out here, then who's in...
Dinner in 5 minutes.
Uh-oh.
Don't worry. She's using my recipe. It's absolutely foolproof.
So how is it?
Mom, what'd you do to this meat? I mean, to make it so tangy.
Oh, well, Mr. Belvedere gave me a few tips, like adding a bunch of beef bouillon cubes.
Mrs. Owens, I distinctly remember telling you to add only 2 cubes.
I know, but after you left, I got to thinking that if 2 would make it good, then 12 would make it fantastic.
Right you are, Mom.
That sounds like the smoke alarm.
Oh, good. The rolls must be ready.
Come in.
Hi, Wes said you wanted to see me.
Oh, yeah. I wanted to get your advice. Trying to find a theme for my act at the strip-off. What's the perfect female fantasy?
Well, I don't know. Mel Gibson serving ice cream that makes you thin?
How about this?
You're gonna be an FTD florist?
No, I'm a Roman gladiator.
Well, good luck, Spartacus.
Spartacus didn't wear a shirt. Oh, damn.
Mrs. Owens, I see you started without me.
Yeah, but the way everyone raved about my dinner last night, I think I'm finally getting some confidence.
Well, don't. Move ahead. Too quickly, I mean.
Oh, we're having lasagna tonight.
Oh. Ooh. Ooh.
What did you put in this sauce?
Oh, little of this, little of that. I like to be creative.
Mm-hmm. Then you should join a ceramics class.
Oh, you. Now, it says to add a pinch of oregano to the meatball mixture. Gosh, that hardly seems like enough.
Wait! There's something we need.
What?
Spanish basil.
Well, where do we get that?
Spain.
Well, maybe I can find some at the market.
Splendid idea.
All right. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
You keep an eye on everything.
Mm-hmm. That should buy me some time.
Are you sure you're okay, honey?
I'm fine, Mom. I mean, I still have some vision in one eye.
I said I was sorry. Well, I baked you something that's going to make you feel a lot better. Your favorite, pineapple upside-down cake. You can bring it in, Mr. Belvedere.
All right, Mrs. Owens. I'm just taking it out of the oven. Ouch. Ooh. Ouch. It's too good. She'll never believe it.
Wow, Mom, you really made that?
Gee, I don't remember it looking so good.
Boy, Mom, you've been making some really great dinners these past couple of nights.
Yeah, you're getting better than Mr. Belvedere.
I could never have come this far without him.
You said a mouthful. Boy, Mom, you made us some really great dinners. Gee, you're even better than Mr. Belvedere. Oh, hello, sir. How pleasant to see you.
Mr. Belvedere, I'm thinking of having a dinner party tomorrow night.
Where?
Here. There's this city councilman, Lloyd Taylor, and we need his vote to hire 2 more attorneys for legal aid. So I'd like to invite him and his wife, and my boss, Darryl, and his wife.
I'll prepare something special.
No, you don't understand. I'm going to do the cooking.
But I thought you liked these people. And would want to spend as much time with them as you can.
Right, so why don't you serve the meal and I'll do everything else? I want to make a big impression.
I think you can count on that.
Kevin, why do you keep doing this to yourself?
I want to look good for the strip-off.
All you're going to look is lopsided.
Uh-oh. My tooth fell out. It's been loose ever since you hit me in the face with a door.
Kevin, I'm telling you as a sister, give this up.
Hey, come on. I still have sex appeal.
To who, Leon Spinks?
Hey, look, this is for charity. Besides, there might be a great-looking nurse in the audience. Anyway, nothing is going to keep me off that stage tonight. And my tooth! Oh, my God!
I see you.
Mrs. Owens, I was just wondering if I might be of some assistance.
Thanks all the same, but I want to make this dinner all by myself. It's important to my sense of self-worth.
I wouldn't get in the way, and I can tell a few amusing anecdotes. Perhaps do some of my bird calls.
Hey, Mr. Belvedere, guess where I just found Mr. Bug-Eyes? He was in your closet trying to hit on one of your lizard skin shoes.
Wesley, I'm in trouble.
Oh, boy, what'd you do?
I've been doctoring up every one of your mother's meals behind her back.
You mean Mom still can't cook?
Bingo. And we've got guests coming in a few hours. I've just got to get in the kitchen.
I know. I'll call her from a payphone, tell her I ran away, and I won't come back unless she comes and gets me.
That might work. Then again, she might break open the champagne.
Hey.
I got it. She's got to go upstairs and dress. When she does that, I'll need your help.
Well, I guess I'll go get ready.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Belvedere said that since you're doing such a good job in the kitchen, he went to a double feature.
Good. Then I can take a nice hot bath and not have to worry about him snooping around the kitchen.
Yeah, he can be a real Budinsky. All clear. How did I do? You think I fooled her?
Without question. It's heartwarming seeing a boy lie to his mother that way.
Well, that's it. There's nothing more I can do.
Let us hope not. I mean, I've done enough already.
That's them.
I'll get it. Good evening. Please come in. Good evening.
My, what a lovely home. Isn't it lovely, Evelyn?
Yes, dear, it's lovely. Oh, thank you, Councilman Taylor, Mrs. Taylor. This is our housekeeper, Mr. Belvedere.
Housekeeper? How much are we paying you legal aid lawyers, huh? Haven't I seen you at Arnie's big and fat store?
Yes, weren't you the one they were trying to pry out of the dressing room?
Mr. Belvedere, this is my boss, Darrell Manning, and his wife, Paula.
Hi, good evening.
Please sit down.
Where's Mr. Owens?
Oh, George won't be able to join us. He's on an exchange program to the Soviet Union.
You mean after all this time, I won't get to meet George Owens in the flesh?
Paula's a big fan of his. She never misses his sports reports.
I like to tape them and watch them later when I'm alone.
Salmon pate, anyone?
Great. I am starving, and we'd better get to it before this guy does, huh? So the mayor says, but Councilman Taylor, it will never work. And I say, why? Because it makes sense.
I never grow tired of that story.
Fresh rolls, anyone?
Love some, yeah. Marcia, dear, you have got to give Evelyn the recipe.
Oh, yes, the councilman loves rolls.
I can see that.
Councilman Taylor, about our request to expand our staff at Legal Aid.
As it stands now, there's a 2-week waiting period to see an attorney, and it's only getting worse.
Well, you know, your plight reminds me of the police shortage in '79.
When George gets home, do you ever peel off his shirt and rub those big, broad shoulders with warm oil?
Paula.
There we go, Kev. Just one step at a time. Kevin! Mom, this is not my idea, but Kevin seems to be a few sandwiches short of a picnic. Wanted to come down here and show everyone his costume for the strip-off.
What do you think?
His mouth is still numb from the Novocaine the dentist gave him.
I'm a Trojan.
He's a Trojan.
Apparently the one who fell off his horse.
Well, nice to meet you.
Goodbye, Kevin. Break a leg.
What a handsome family you have.
Mr. Belvedere, I gotta talk to you.
Oh, honey, come here. This is our youngest, Wesley.
Well, young man, what do you want to be when you grow up?
I don't know. Mr. Belvedere always says I'll either end up in prison or politics.
Why not both?
Mr. Belvedere, we have to talk.
Please excuse us.
Don't eat that stuff.
Why not? Salmon pate is the only edible thing your mother made.
Mr. Bug Eyes ate some, and look what it did to him.
Oh, dear.
That stuff must be rotten or something.
Oh, not necessarily. I'm sorry about your frog, of course. But that doesn't mean it'll hurt people. Does it?
I don't know. Guess we'll find out if everybody drops dead.
Where's the first aid manual?
It's over here.
Check under food poisoning.
Okay, here it is. Food poisoning is caused by bacterial toxins. It says to induce vomiting with 1 tablespoon of syrup of ipecac.
We used the last bottle after one of your mother's meatloaves.
Well, there's nothing to it. I should just have to go out there and tell everyone your mother's poisoned them.
No! This dinner's important to Mom. She's trying to make a good impression.
Yes, I suppose you're right.
So what are we going to do?
Wesley, I never thought I'd say this, but let's go and make everyone sick.
Everything was delicious, Marcia. Thank you.
Is everybody done?
Well, I know I am. I couldn't eat another thing if you paid me. and I am an elected official.
You know, Councilman, that reminds me of ancient Rome. The upper classes used to gorge on their food and then tickle their throats with a feather, thereby causing them to regurgitate their feast into a nearby trough.
Yeah, I've got some feathers right here if anyone wants to try it. Please? Just kidding. Come on, Mr. Belvedere, I'll help you clear the table.
Anyway, Councilman, as we were saying, about the caseload situation...
Hey, Mr. Belvedere, look at this rice. Doesn't it kind of look like a big bowl of maggots?
Perhaps, Wesley. They're not quite as slimy or wiggly.
Mr. Belvedere?
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Oh, cool. Just like Debbie Price. She has extra lunch special all over her desk.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Then the substitute teacher saw it and had to barf in a wastebasket.
Oh, Wesley T. Owens, you go to your room.
But, Mrs. Owens...
And you can go with him.
Mrs. Owens, the boy is only trying to help. It appears we may all be suffering from food poisoning.
My frog ate some of that salmon spread you made, and, well, he croaked. I mean, literally.
Oh, no.
We consulted the first aid manual, and it says that we all must, well...
I think we got the picture.
I think we should all pay a visit to the nearest emergency room.
I'm so sorry.
But, you're all welcome back for pie.
I've never been so humiliated in my life. From now on, you do all the cooking, Mr. Belvedere.
It wasn't a total loss, Mrs. Owens. The councilman did say he'd vote for more attorneys.
Yeah, it's amazing what someone will agree to with a tube down their throat.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, Kev.
How was the striptease? Everything come off without a hitch?
I raised $150.
That's wonderful, honey.
Yeah, it was all from one lady. She's a bone specialist. Says she wants to study me.
Hey, everybody, look. It's Mr. Bug Eyes. Guess he was just tired.
Mrs. Owens tells me that both new attorneys at Legal Aid are working out very well, and that they were the only ones brave enough to sample the plate of cookies she made. As for Kevin, the strip-off for charity was so successful that they're having another one this weekend. Kevin cannot attend on the advice of his bone specialist. He is sending a proxy. Ladies, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Dennis Quaid is a battle-hardened space pilot and Earth's top gun. Louis Gossett Jr. is an alien from a distant planet with a distinct hatred for Earthmen. They're two sworn enemies stranded on a war-torn world. But to survive, they must learn to do the impossible. Work together in peace. Prepare for the futuristic thriller Enemy Mine. Tonight at 8. Now it's Three's Company. Next on Fox 11. KTTV, Los Angeles.
Yeah, Pam, that sounds great. I love horseback riding. Are you kidding? I was practically born in the saddle. Okay, yeah, I'll meet you at the stable on Saturday. Great, bye.
Kevin, I didn't know you were an equestrian.
If that means someone who can ride a horse, I'm not.
Oh.
It's just I really like this girl, Pamela, but the only way she'll go out with me is if we go riding together.
And you don't have any experience?
Nope. Unless you count the time that Dad put me on the bucking bronco outside the supermarket. He kept sticking nickels in till I threw up.
How nice.
Yeah, anyway, I was hoping, maybe you could give me a few pointers. Like how to steer, put on the brakes, stuff like that.
Very well, Kevin. But we'll have to start slow.
Okay, sure.
I'll just go and get some nickels.
Don't you dare.
How'd you know I was here?
I can smell you. Oh, yeah, I ate in the cafeteria.
So I guess Mom and Dad aren't back yet, huh?
Nope. I don't know why they keep going to those stupid parent-teacher meetings anyway. Just gets everyone all upset. Yeah, well, you're in enough trouble, so you better put that thing away. On the other hand, I've probably got nothing to lose. Buster, little monster, stop! Uh-oh. Come on, Heather, cut it out. I'm trying to study. Oh, hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. How'd it go at parent-teacher night?
Well, they didn't stone us.
Oh, then it was better than last year.
Mrs. Burkholder told us that every day it's the same thing with you. Goofing off, talking back.
I do not talk back.
Well, what about that stunt you pulled with the substitute teacher?
Hey, I may have helped tie her up, but I didn't undress her.
I'm gonna get an aspirin.
Pretty funny, huh, Dad? Mom's gone. You can laugh now.
You better shape up, mister.
What have you done now?
Mom and Dad just got back from talking to my teacher.
Oh, I take it they went upstairs to sleep it off.
No, I think they went up to figure out my punishment.
Really? I hope they don't start without me. Fuck it.
Hey, what did I do?
George, when I tell you to get a dozen eggs, I don't mean from somebody else's cart.
She hadn't paid for them yet. Besides, at least I wasn't standing around stuffing my face in the cookie aisle.
That bag was already open.
Is he with you?
People have been asking me that all day.
I met Wes. I came home from the library and he was gone.
Hey, I told that kid he was grounded. All right, Buster, get your tail in here.
You guys back already?
What happened to you? Were you in a fight?
Yeah, but it wasn't my fault. See, this kid at the movies kept kicking my seat, and I told him to stop it, but instead he threw some juji fruits at me. So I hit him, because Dad says I should always stand up for myself. Right, Dad?
What were you doing in the movies?
Did I say movies?
Wes, you knew you were grounded.
I thought that only meant at night.
And where'd you get the money to go in the first place?
I think I'm in enough trouble already.
All right, wise guy, that's it. You're grounded morning, noon, and night.
You mean no school?
You keep pulling stunts like this, you're going to wind up in military school. Now stay here and help Mr. Belvedere unpack those groceries.
Why do I have to suffer? Hello, Heather.
Hey, Mr. Belvedere, how was horseback riding?
I had fun.
I think there's something wrong with my legs. They won't close.
Keep them that way. We'll be out again tomorrow.
Hey, I'm not going back out there. Everyone was laughing at me.
Oh, I don't think they meant to, Kevin. It's just that people are accustomed to seeing someone ride on top of a horse.
My saddle slipped.
I tried to tell the people it was trick riding, but I don't think they bought it.
Hey, at least my horse didn't faint when it saw me coming.
You mean nervous Nellie? She was just being a smart aleck.
Hey, Belvedere.
George? I assume Wesley's still locked in his room.
Yeah, unless he climbed out the window and stole the car.
That was last week.
I don't know what I'm going to do with that kid. I mean, I can't control him anymore. What's going to happen when he gets older?
I didn't know we were letting him. You know, George, at his age, a little rebellion is quite normal.
The thing is, I yell, I scream, I threaten to stick his butt in military school. Nothing ever seems to sink in.
Yes, well, you see, Wesley's a very perceptive young man. And he knows an idle threat when he hears one. Like when you say you're going to fire me.
Well, he's going to know I'm not kidding this time.
Can I watch TV now?
No, finish your homework.
I did.
So do some extra credit. You want to get that, pal?
Sure.
Excuse me, is this the Owens residence?
Maybe.
Who's there, West man?
I don't know, some army guy. Maybe Kevin forgot to register.
Actually, I believe I'm here about you.
Yeah, come on in.
Mr. Owens, Colonel Wayne, Bunker Hill Military Academy.
I appreciate you stopping by.
Oh, no problem. The cadets are on the rifle range today, and I like to keep my distance. So, Wesley, Your father tells me you might benefit by a little military discipline.
He did?
Yeah, it's a real good school, Wes, and we're thinking of sending you there.
That's right, young man. Bunker Hill takes great pride in its curriculum of academics, physical fitness, and military science.
How's that sound, Wes?
I always wanted to try a flamethrower. Hi.
Oh, hi, honey. Colonel Wayne, this is my wife, Marcia.
Hello.
Pleasure.
This is Colonel Wayne from the Bunker Hill Military Academy, the place we're thinking of sending Wes to.
What are you talking about?
Oh, look, why don't we go in the kitchen and let these two get acquainted?
Okay.
So, your father tells me you have become quite the little menace to society.
He just likes to brag.
Don't you think we should have talked about this first?
Come on, I'm just trying to throw a little scare into the kid.
Well, I don't know if I like it.
What's Wesley done now? Stolen a tank?
No, that's Colonel Wayne from the Archie Bunker Military School. George thinks we can frighten Wes into being good.
Oh, but I've already told him we were selling him to the gypsies.
Mom, Dad, I'm sorry. I'll be good, I swear. That colonel says you gotta get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and stand at attention before you can eat. I probably won't even be able to come home until Christmas.
I like that last part.
Hey, this isn't funny.
Don't worry, honey, you're not going anywhere.
That's right, champ. I think you learned your lesson.
I sure have.
Come on, Marcia. Let's go tell the colonel he won't be drafting Wes just yet.
Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad. That wasn't so tough.
Hello, Mr. Belvedere. How was your ride?
Fine. I'll be in my room.
Where's Kevin?
You mean your son, Kevin?
Yes.
The last time I saw him, he was galloping through a toll booth on the Pennsylvania Turnpike.
What?
Fortunately, he had the exact change.
I got it. Hello. Yeah, this is Wesley's father. What do you mean, how did his operation go? Let me get back to you. Yeah, thanks. Goodbye.
What was that all about?
I don't believe it. Wes hasn't been to school for the past 2 days. He told his teacher he had to go in the hospital to have some polyps removed.
I'm home.
How was school?
Pretty good.
Anything interesting happen?
Nah, same old stuff. Mind if I fix myself a snack?
How about a nice big bowl of polyps?
Wes, what the hell is going on?
Nothing. It's just I'm grounded around here, and I gotta have some fun, so I've been going to the arcade.
Wes, what's the matter? Why are you doing this?
And when I go to school, I just get in trouble.
Not the school you're going to. You're shipping out.
Huh?
You're going to military school. All right, Colonel. Thank you. And I guess we'll be seeing in a little while. Right. Goodbye. You said we can drop him off anytime.
George, this is crazy. I'm not sending my baby off to the army.
Look, if we keep threatening him with stuff and then not following through, he's going to wind up in a worse place than that.
I just think we should calm down first, then discuss it.
You mean give it a couple of days and then forget the whole thing?
Yes.
Look, we've got to do this for his own good. You know how things work around here. He pulls some stupid stunt, we get mad, he gives us that cute little smile, and the next thing you know, we fold up like a couple of tents. 5 minutes later, he's outside doing something else.
I know.
Anyway, I checked it out. It's a good school. It's only a half an hour from here, and they're not going to put up with any of his screwing around. Now, why don't you go upstairs and help Westman get packed?
May I say something first?
Hey, I don't want to hear how we fail as a family, or how we're making a mistake, or what a big jerk I am, or any of that other junk.
I was just going to ask which suitcase to take.
Oh.
But you made some excellent points.
Hey, Mr. Belvedere.
Wesley?
You going someplace?
No. I think you are.
Boy, they're really going all out this time. They even got you playing along.
Where are all your clean socks?
In the wastebasket? I was shooting hoops.
It doesn't really matter. They'll issue everything you need. I'm just packing some civvies in case you decide to go AWOL.
Yeah, right. So what's gonna happen now? Dad gonna take me out and pretend to drive me someplace, or is Colonel Klink gonna show up again and take me away in a Jeep?
I think your father is taking you.
This is for real, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
In that case, could you feed my lizard? He prefers maggots.
You down yet?
No. I guess he's still getting his little things together.
It's okay, everybody. I'm fine. Oh, man, you wouldn't believe it. 1 minute the stupid horse won't move. The next minute I'm jumping fences and halfway to Hoboken. I never would have got off if it weren't for that clothesline. Hey, come on, Mom. It's okay. I'm fine.
I don't care about you.
Dad's sending Wes to military school.
Whoa.
George, maybe it's enough that we've gone this far, don't you think?
Look, if he promises to straighten up and fly right, and really means it this time, then maybe it'll be a different story. But it's got to come from him.
I'm ready.
Okay, pal, let me get my coat.
Honey, are you sure there isn't something you want to tell us before you go?
Not really.
Are you sure?
You still want to know how I got the money for the movies? I sold some of Heather's underwear.
Come on, buddy. It's time to go.
Okay. Bye, Mr. Belvedere. Don't forget me.
I'll think of you every time I hear a siren.
Bye, everybody.
See you, Wes.
Bye, honey.
Come on, let's go.
How's it coming, Cadet Owens?
Pretty good. I'm almost done.
Pretty good. I'm almost done what?
I'm almost done shining the boots.
Shining the boots what?
Shining the boots black.
Shining them black, sir.
Oh, sorry. I always forget.
Well, maybe this will help you remember. Cadets! And Owens, I want to be able to see myself.
So go to the zoo.
What was that?
Go to the zoo, sir.
That's better.
When you finished with those, I could do with a shine.
Hey, Mr. Belvedere, I knew they'd give in. Let me get my stuff.
Oh, your parents didn't send me. I happened to be in the neighborhood, so I thought I'd drop by and say hello.
Oh, well, we're not allowed to have visitors till the weekend. You're going to get me in trouble.
You seem to be doing a good job of that all by yourself.
Yeah, they don't got much of a sense of humor around here. You call one general barf brain and they're all over.
Wesley, I think if you talked to your parents and told them that you'd learnt your lesson, you'd be back in civilian life in no time.
Hey, I'm not going crying back to Dad like that wimpy prince back in England did.
Don't make this a test of wills with your father. He's even more pig-headed than you are.
Look, all he wants is a perfect little soldier, so that's what I'm going to be. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some boots to lick.
Good morning, Kevin.
Hey, Mr. Belvedere.
Looking forward to your big ride with Pamela?
No, she's sick. She's probably got hoof in mouth or something.
Nothing you did, I hope.
Anyway, I don't care.
Kevin, what's the matter?
I don't know. I've just been thinking about what Dad did, sending Wesley to that place. It's just not fair.
Kevin, I think we all miss your brother.
I'm not talking about that. How come they don't have enough money to send me away to college and he gets to go to military school?
Because they like him better?
Come on, Heath. We don't want to be late to visit your brother.
Take it easy, Marcia. We got plenty of time.
I just made him these cookies. I don't want them to get hard.
Too late.
Okay, I'm ready.
What the hell are you wearing?
It's my new dress. Don't you like it?
Yeah, it's great. Now go put on the rest of it. I mean, she's going someplace full of guys who haven't seen a girl in 6 months. She could start a riot.
Gee, Dad, why don't you just send me to a convent?
I think she looks fine.
Are you going to let her go out the door looking like that?
Well, we wouldn't be going anywhere if Wes weren't in that awful place.
Look, Marcia, don't start with me. We've been through all this.
Are we taking separate cars?
I'm sorry.
Why are we yelling at each other?
I suppose because you don't have Wesley.
So, what do you think, Kev? Isn't this place something?
Yeah, maybe if I rob a liquor store, you'll send me to Hawaii.
Sure.
Hi, honey.
Hello, Mother. It's very nice to see you. Hello, Kevin. Heather, you're looking lovely as always. Huh? Mr. Belvedere, you look rested.
Well, you aren't around.
How very droll. Hello, Father.
Hey, Westman. So, how you doing?
Quite well, sir.
So, when do we get the grand tour?
Oh, certainly. Bunker Hill Military Academy was founded in 1887 by General Ezra T. Belcher on the principle of better leadership through discipline.
Belcher, huh? Guess that kind of tells you what the food's like around here.
Actually, the food here is well prepared and quite adequate. Now, if you'll follow me, please. Anyway, this is my room and this is my bunk, which I share with Cadet Hoskins. He's a bedwetter, which is why I have the top. This concludes our tour of the facility, so if there's nothing else, we can return to the reception area and do our farewells.
But, honey, we hardly had a chance to talk.
I'm sorry, maybe we'll have more time next month.
Well, I suppose that's it. Shall we go? Not you.
So, how you getting along?
Fine, sir.
Make any new friends?
A few, sir.
Look, if there's ever anything you need, all you got to do is let me know.
Thank you, sir.
Will you cut it out with that sir stuff already? I'm your father.
I thought this is what you wanted.
I don't want some wooden soldier. I just want my kid back. The way you used to be before you turned into some kind of delinquent.
Yeah, well, maybe I want my old dad back. The way he used to be before he got tired of me.
Huh?
I mean, before, when I used to be bad, Mom would yell and say it wasn't funny. But you'd always laugh anyway. Now everything I do just makes you mad.
Look, Wes, you're getting older. You got to realize there's a difference between Dennis the Menace and Babyface Nelson.
It's not it. You just don't love me anymore.
Don't say that!
Then how come I'm here? I mean, they make you march all day and everybody screams in your face. And if you drop your rifle, forget it. They make you do like 1,000,000 push-ups.
I know. I saw you.
Huh? When?
Every morning. I'd sort of drive by and watch you through the fence for a while.
How come?
Because you're my kid. And I love you.
I want to go home.
That's okay, champ. It's all right.
I'll be good, I swear. I promise I won't do anything wrong ever again for the rest of my life.
Why don't we just try to make it through the rest of the day? Okay, pal?
Yes, sir.
What are you doing out here, Kevin? I thought you were out riding with Pamela.
I'm through with horses, and I'm through with her.
What happened? Wind up on the turnpike again?
No, I rode pretty well. It's just she liked my horse more than she liked me. I think they went to the movies together or something. What is it with me, Mr. Belvedere? Why do I always have to pretend that I can do something I can or that I like something I don't? I mean, why do I always put myself through this just to impress some girl?
Because you're young and stupid?
Yeah. Well, not anymore. From now on, if I go out with somebody, we're going to go where I want to go and do what I want to do, or they can go alone.
That's the spirit, Kevin.
Oh,
By the way, a Becky called.
Becky?
Mm-hmm.
She belongs to the skydiving club.
It was nice knowing you, Kevin. It's been 2 weeks since Wesley has returned from his tour of duty, and the transformation has been quite remarkable. He's been courteous, respectful, and in every way an exemplary young man. Consequently, the Owens household has become a scene of blissful serenity.
Wesley, little moss, I'm gonna kill you!
Thank goodness. I was going crazy.
The Allegheny Cable System proudly presents Night Owl Theater, offering the best in X-rated entertainment. The following film contains adult situations, mature language, extreme violence, and nudity. Feature presentation, The Happy Guys Go to Malibu.
Okay. If that's the way you feel about it, maybe I ought to go sleep somewhere else.
Fine, go ahead. I don't care.
Well, maybe I'm tired of giving. Maybe you should give once in a while. Thanks. Hey, Wes!
This is the good part.
What did I tell you about sneaking down here to watch dirty movies?
Don't give away the ending?
Wise guy?
Okay. So you and Mom had another fight, huh?
It wasn't really a fight, Wes. It was just a little spat.
Yeah, well, since you've been out of work, you and Mom have been spatting on each other an awful lot.
Look, Wes, your mom and I may have some problems, but we always work them out because we love each other.
I hope so.
Don't worry, pal. If there's one thing you know Pop knows, it's how to handle women. Hey, come on, where are you going, Cuddle Bumps?
To the kitchen, and don't call me Cuddle Bumps.
Hey, I'm not the one who's deserting somebody.
I'm not deserting you. I'm just working through my spring break.
You believe her? She finally gets some time off, and she'd rather spend it working with some snotty professor.
It's very valuable experience.
Come on, Belvedere. If you had 2 weeks off, what would you rather do? File or be with me?
Can I get back to you?
Look, George, why don't you just sit down, have a nice breakfast, and we'll discuss it later.
Fine.
Besides, what's wrong with working? It's not like we had any plans or anything.
How do you know? Maybe I was going to take us all on a trip, and I was waiting to surprise you.
Where are we going, Dad?
Shut up, Wes.
Look, I'll be home late.
Yeah, me too.
Go on. I'm too upset about Mom and Dad. Besides, I forgot to do my book report.
I just wish they'd both say they're sorry and get it over with.
What's Mom got to be sorry about? I mean, why should she pass up a good job just to hang around the house? Because that's what Dad wants. So he's the man. So it's the woman's job to stay home and do what the man tells her. Well, who said that, Dad? No, Fred Flintstone.
What's going on?
They're fighting over Mom and Dad fighting.
Well, that's always helpful.
Well, just worried, that's all.
Hey, you've got to admit, they've been going at it a lot lately.
Yeah, and they're not even fighting over me. So what should we do, send them to a marriage counselor or something?
Hey, you know, when the Huffnagels aren't getting along, they always go to one of those marriage weekends up in the Poconos.
That might be a very good idea.
Yeah, and when they come back, they're always real lovey-dovey. Then they have another kid.
Well, here we are.
I still can't believe we let Belvedere talk us into doing this stupid thing.
George, he locked us out of the house.
All right.
Well, I guess I'll go get our name tags.
Okay. Hey. Hey. So you got dragged to this thing too, huh?
Why, I sure did.
I guess you got to put up with junk like this every now and then just to keep them happy.
I suppose so.
Hey, listen, maybe later the two of us could sneak off. Catch the Penguins game.
I'd like that.
Come on, Ed, it's starting.
I'm not sure.
Anyway, Larry and I have been married for 3 wonderful years, and we have 3 wonderful children. And, well, I guess the reason we came to marriage enrichment was to make our wonderful life together even more wonderful. Isn't that right, honey?
That was wonderful, darling. Our last couple is George and Marcia Owens. You folks want to get up here and tell us a little bit about yourselves?
Hi, everyone. I'm Marcia. This is George. We're from Pittsburgh, and we've been married almost 20 years. I'm a Gemini.
That was wonderful, darling.
Thanks, folks. You can sit down now. As Andre Maurois once said, a successful marriage is an edifice that has to be rebuilt every day. Now, our job is to provide you with the bricks and mortar, but you folks are going to have to roll up your sleeves and do the work. You'll be asked to write about yourself and your partner, your disappointments, your dreams, and then share these feelings with your spouse in an open, honest, heart-to-heart encounter.
George, we're not supposed to be watching TV.
Come on, there's a game on.
None of the other couples is watching TV.
I bet Spin and Marty are.
We're supposed to be writing about how we felt the first time we saw each other.
I can't write stuff like that. I feel stupid.
Well, it would be nice if you at least tried.
Okay. So why don't you read me what you wrote? Maybe I'll get some ideas.
Well, I haven't written anything either.
Huh?
Well, not because I think it's stupid, because I don't. I'm just not sure how to phrase my thoughts.
Hey, what's so tough? I mean, you saw me, you went nuts for me, and the rest is history, right?
Oh, fine, I'll just put that down.
Hey, this place stinks. I mean, where's all the hot tubs and the running around naked and the touching each other with mink gloves?
Well, it isn't what I expected either. I thought we were really going to relate, you know? Laugh and cry and yell and punch each other till all our feelings came gushing out.
Okay. So you want to get naked and punch each other?
No. Let's just watch TV.
Quick! Where's Mr. Belvedere? I'm gonna zap him.
Come on, Wes, leave him alone. He doesn't want to play your stupid games.
Take that, you intergalactic little twit.
I got you first.
Hi, guys.
Hey! So how was your weekend?
Fine. So how was yours?
Splendid. I kept them all in the garage.
So, how was marriage enrichment? Was it romantic?
Oh, it was fine.
You guys didn't argue, did you? Did you make Dad sleep in the woods?
No, honey.
We didn't fight at all, champ.
Hey, that's great.
So, what did you guys do?
Well, Daddy and I spent a lot of time in this cute little cabin. It was very helpful.
That sounds very nice.
Yeah. Anyway, I think I'm gonna need that big suitcase up in the attic.
You guys going on a second honeymoon?
Not exactly, kitten. Pop's sort of moving out.
Huh? Your father and I are separating.
I don't know what happened. I usually give such good advice.
Well, that's okay, Mr. Belvedere. Nobody's blaming you. I am.
Well, guys, I'm all packed.
Are you and Mom getting divorced?
Oh, no, honey, of course not.
Well, then how come you're moving out?
Yeah, I thought you guys said you didn't fight.
We didn't. We didn't do much of anything.
Anyway, it's only temporary. Probably. It's just after 19 years, your mom and I figured we both needed some time away from each other.
You know, we just need a chance to sort out our feelings.
But what happens if you sort everything out and decide you still can't stand each other?
Then I move out.
Well, look, guys, it may not seem like it now, but this is really for the best. Well, I better get going. All right, Westman. We'll get together next weekend, okay?
Okay.
Bye, kitten.
Bye, Dad.
Be sure and help your mom.
Sure.
Kev, looks like you're the man of the family now.
So can I have your car?
Lynn?
George?
Look, with me being gone and everything, I hope I can count on you not to take advantage of the situation. No, I meant, with you giving everybody advice and everything.
I promise to let the entire family run amok.
I appreciate that. Well, see ya.
What happened to my banana?
I don't know.
Wesley?
Hey, come on, just knock it off and finish your breakfast.
Hey, just because Dad's not here doesn't mean you can boss me around.
Wesley, shut up and eat.
Okay.
Look at that stuff.
Oh, just a few things your father requested.
Is there a picture of me in there?
No, Wesley, I think your father's depressed enough.
You know what? I don't think they're gonna get back together.
Hey, come on, Dad's only been gone 3 days.
Yeah, but they're not doing anything. They're not even talking. Or they're gonna get divorced, and there's gonna be a big custody battle, and Dad's gonna have to kidnap me off the schoolyard, and my picture's gonna wind up on the side of a milk carton, and I just know it.
Heather, you're being ridiculous.
Yeah, they'll probably put it on a can of dog food.
Hey, come on, guys.
Good morning.
Oh, Mrs. Owens, Mr. Owens called.
He did?
Yes, he asked me to bring over these things, but since it's on your way...
No, that's all right. I've got to get to school. Now, I want you guys to be good, and I'll see you at dinner.
Is there any message you'd like me to give Mr. Owens?
Like what?
Oh, I don't know. I love you, I miss you, I can't live without you.
You can tell him he bounced a check.
Da-da-doo. Da-doo-da-da-doo-da.
Well, at least the beer's warm. Just kick it. It's open.
Well, George, this looks very homey.
Hey, Belvedere. Can I get you a beer or something? Can help me celebrate.
What are we celebrating?
I got that sportscasting job on TV. I start next week.
Oh, wonderful. Mrs. Owens will be thrilled when you tell her.
Nah, you can do it. Maybe you can catch her between classes.
That's right, George. Nothing brings two people closer together than sarcasm.
Listen, if she was so hot to get back together, she'd have called already.
Look, George, you're both caring and reasonably intelligent people. I think you should just sit down and talk to one another.
Hey, talking on that stupid weekend didn't work, and it's not going to work now. Besides, I kind of like being on my own. I mean, if I want to stay out all night, well, I can stay out all night. If I want to have some guys over to play cards, we play cards. If I want to
That's a splendid idea.
Huh?
A game of cards. How about tomorrow night? Say 7-ish?
Sure, why not?
Fine. I'll bring the chips and dip.
Hey, so, who's going to come?
Oh, I'll find some people.
Hi, I'm Dr. Joyce Brothers.
Huh?
Isn't this where the game is?
Yeah, I think.
Okay, guys, this is the place.
Hi, I'm Bubba Smith.
Oh, yeah.
Edwin Newman?
Hi, George. I'm Susan Anton.
Hi.
She's with me.
Well, everybody, let's play some cards.
Wonderful. Bubba, would you pass the peanuts?
Not now, baby. Joyce, see you too, or raise you two?
Too rich for my blood.
I'm out.
Cool. Let's see what you got.
3 6s.
3 queens.
I was sure she was bluffing.
Okay, we're gonna play Dr. Pepper. 10 2s and 4s are wild.
No, Bubba.
Come on, it's my deal.
Well, deal me out of this one. I'm going to make some more dip.
All right.
Nice place you have here, George.
Thanks. It's just temporary.
Oh, really?
The thing is, my wife and I sort of just separated.
How do you feel about that, George? These checks.
I don't know, Dr. Joyce.
I understand your wife is going to be an attorney. Does that make you feel threatened, somehow emasculated?
Doc, that's not the problem. George and Marcia are on the same team. They just got their plays mixed up. See, George, you got the ball way back here on the 10. Marcia is gone deep. And you guys can't connect because you've been blindsided by your own diminished sense of self-worth. I think what Bubba was trying to say in his insightful, if somewhat convoluted metaphor, is that open, straightforward communication is vital in any successful relationship. That's not what I meant. Yeah, so?
So what about you, Miss Anton? Don't you have something to say?
Yes. Just that sometimes men leave their wives because in the back of their minds they think they might get lucky and latch on to someone like me. Forget it, George.
Look, George, what we're all really trying to say is that you and Marcia have something so very precious.
Hey, hold it. What is this anyway? I mean, I don't need a bunch of Hollywood types coming in here and telling me how to run my life. So why don't all you just get the hell out of here?
That's a great how do you do.
Let's blow this joint.
Come on, fellas, let's go someplace where they appreciate celebrities.
I kicked everybody out.
Good. That was Kevin on the phone. Wesley's been arrested.
Oh, no.
Hey, guys. Sorry I'm late. Oh. Hello, Tony. Have a dip. Oh, thanks. Dip, I love dip.
Where'd everybody go?
Thanks.
Okay, pal, inside.
I know the procedure.
What's going on?
The kid got arrested.
What? What happened?
He threw a brick through a car window.
And the police caught him?
It was a police car.
Anyway, I paid for the window and replaced the donuts Wes ruined, and everybody seemed happy.
I don't understand, honey. This isn't like you.
You mean getting caught?
Hey, listen, buddy. Just because I'm not around anymore doesn't mean you can run wild. Because I won't stand for it.
So I guess you guys are gonna talk now and figure out my punishment, huh?
You know what I think? I think that deep down you did this just to try to get Daddy and me back together again.
No kidding. Mr. Belvedere said there's nothing like a crisis to bring a family closer together.
Yes, Wesley. And no one creates them better than you do.
Yeah, so we'll be in the kitchen.
Yeah, and we're not coming back until you guys have made up.
So how you doing?
Oh, pretty good. You?
Pretty good. What's new?
Oh, I got that sportscasting job.
Oh, that's wonderful. Congratulations.
Thanks.
How's your apartment?
Oh, you know, it's your typical bachelor pad.
Ah, so you've been seeing any swinging chicks?
Not yet. You seeing any swinging professors?
Oh, just one for lunch.
Yeah, well, I gotta get going. Big bash tonight in apartment 3. Gee, I don't want to miss it. See ya. I don't want to go back there.
I don't want you to have to go back there either, but this is not going to work unless you let me be what I want to be.
Hey, I want you to be a lawyer. I'm paying for it, aren't I?
That's what I mean. I don't want you just to say it. I want you to mean it.
All right, I don't mean it. There, I just said it. Look, the thing is, with you doing so good and me being out of work, I guess I sort of got blindsided by my own diminished sense of self-worth. It's just something Bubba Smith told me.
I guess it's kind of my fault, too. I get so wrapped up in law school, I kind of forget about everything else, including you.
Yeah.
But sometimes I think that you just don't care. I mean, up at that marriage thing, we really had a chance to open up to each other, but all you wanted to do was watch TV.
What did you expect me to do? Write all that mushy junk about how I felt the first time I saw you?
Yes.
Well, I did. How I felt the first time I saw my wife. I thought I was going to be sick. Because she was the most beautiful woman I had ever seen. And I wanted to go over and ask her to dance, but I was afraid she'd just laugh at me.
I did laugh. But only because your tie was hanging in your glass of punch.
Yeah. But you danced with me anyway.
That's more like it.
I'm glad to report that George and Marcia are back together and doing rather well. This avoids what I'm sure would have been a very messy custody battle over who gets stuck with Wesley. As for me, I never really had a chance to play cards. And since George had 2 weeks left on the rent, he generously gave me the use of his bachelor pad. Sorry, Ginger. Go fish. Kevin, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm getting ready for my college entrance exams. I'm taking the SATs this Saturday, and they told us we have to bring our own pencils.
I may be old-fashioned, but wouldn't it be more helpful to study?
Yeah, but I'd rather do this.
Morning.
Morning.
Well, and what are we in the mood for this morning?
A good night's sleep.
I thought you two turned in early last night.
We did.
Yeah. That was our mistake.
So how's the studying coming, Kev?
Oh, pretty good.
Come on, Marcia, we're going to be late.
Well, you keep it up, because those tests are very important for your
Yeah,
future.
I know. Because if I don't get good SATs, I won't get into a good college. And if I don't get into a good college, I'll never get a good job, right?
That's right, so you better be prepared.
Believe me, Mrs. Owens, when they say pencils up, Kevin will be more than ready. Wesley, turn that thing off and get ready for school.
I don't know, Mr. Belvedere. I think I better stay home today.
Oh, no, you're going. It's their turn to have you.
But I think I might be getting sick.
And what are the symptoms? Something good on TV? Or didn't you do your homework?
Maybe I didn't do my homework. But that's because I felt bad last night, too. Come on, Wes, are you still fooling around?
No, he's quite finished. Upstairs, Wesley, and get into your school things.
I don't have to. I had a feeling it would turn out like this.
Home.
Where have you been?
At the movies.
Hi, Mr. Belvedere.
What's going on?
Here, honey, you just keep this under your tongue, okay?
Okay.
Wesley got real sick at school, and the nurse tried to call here, but I guess you were out at the market.
Okay.
Anyway, they called me out of a lecture, and I went and picked him up.
Well, I'm sure it's nothing serious. Probably too many cookies.
Let's see. 102? Oh, you poor baby. Oh, honey. Honey, go upstairs, get under the covers, and I'll go bring you some nice hot soup.
Okay. Too many cookies? I think not.
I apologize, Wesley.
That's okay. I know how I can be sometimes. It's a little late for that.
How's he doing?
Poor little guy. I tried to perk him up with a couple of sports stories, but he just laid there in a daze.
Isn't that the typical reaction? What's that?
It's Wes. I guess he needs something.
Where did you get that bell? I'm coming, Wesley.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
Hi, honey.
Uh-oh. Girlfriend alert.
This is Rachel Kinning.
Hello.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Dad, she's not a pilgrim. She's Amish.
Oh, right. The folksy people with the buggies and stuff. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Have a seat, Rachel.
So, honey, where did you and Rachel meet?
Oh, I was coming out of the big library downtown, and I saw her wandering around, lost.
I was on my way back from visiting relatives in Ohio when my bus left without me. I didn't know they could do that.
Anyway, Dad, the next bus back to Lancaster isn't until tomorrow morning.
My family's expecting me tonight. They're going to be very worried.
Well, that's okay, Rachel. Just give him a call. Phone's right over there.
Oh, no, thank you.
What's the matter?
We're not really ones to go in for worldly innovations.
You know, Dad, modern stuff like electricity, appliances, zippers.
All right. Hey, but it'd be okay if I call for you, right?
Sure. I hope you know someone else who's got a phone. What is this magazine?
We call it TV Guide. It tells us what programs there are to watch on TV.
With all these entertainments so close at hand, how do you find time for all your sewing and canning and putting up preserves?
Oh, I manage.
Here we go, Rachel. A nice warm slice of apple pie.
Thank you, Mr. Belvedere.
It's homemade.
It's delicious, Mrs. Owens.
Well, there's my cue.
I'll go see what he needs, Mr. Belvedere. A woman's work is never done.
Okay, Rachel, let's go.
Go where?
Back to Lancaster. My dad said I could drive you.
Kevin, it's over 200 miles.
Yeah, I know. So we'd better get going. Come on.
Okay. Thank you for the pie.
Certainly.
It was a bit heavy on the cinnamon, but I suppose that's the man's touch.
It was nice meeting you, Rachel.
Wow, this is great. What do you call this place?
We call it the barn.
Oh, right. Anyway, it was real nice of your family to invite me to dinner. Sorry, I acted so stupid.
It's okay. My mother thought it was funny when you said, "Would thou please passeth me the potatoes?"
Yeah, your 13 brothers and sisters got at the big kick out of it, too. So, do all your people have such large families?
Mm-hmm. It gets the work done. Besides, there's not much else to do around here but have big families.
Nice horsey.
Oh, this is old Jack. He's almost 19. He took care of the plowing for a long time, and now we take care of him. I come out every night, and I brush him and give him a treat, keep him warm.
I'm going on 18.
Well, I'd best be getting back to the house.
Yeah, I'd best be getting going, too. Gotta get ready for my SATs.
What's an SAT?
Oh, it's this stupid test you have to take if you want to get anywhere.
We're lucky. We don't have tests. But then we don't have anywhere to get.
Right.
Anyway, I want to thank you again for all your help. Most people wouldn't have gone to all that bother.
Oh, no, I didn't mind. I had a great time.
Me too.
I mean, it was something different.
Yeah, for me too.
Gee, what did I fall in?
Well, around here we call it...
Yeah, so do we. So do we.
Kevin's still not back yet?
Nope.
It's almost 2 in the morning.
Mrs. Owens, he'll be fine. He's probably just taken a wrong turn somewhere. Kevin's quite good at that.
Well, I just hope the kid doesn't wind up falling for Miss Sensible Shoes there. It's just she's kind of pretty and kind of strange. And Kevin really goes for that.
That's true.
Look, both of you, whether he likes the girl or not, Kevin is a very sensible young man, and I'm sure there's nothing to be concerned about.
I am home.
Of course, I've been wrong before.
Well, honey, we were just getting a little worried.
Oh, I'm sorry. They asked me to stay for dinner, and I guess I just lost track of time.
Did you enlist?
No, I kind of messed up my own clothes when Rachel and I were rolling in the hay.
What's going on?
Honey, what are you doing up?
Well, I wanted some ice water, but somebody took my bell.
Now, who would do a thing like that?
We'll bring some up in a minute, Wes.
Okay. Am I delirious or is Kevin a rabbi?
No, you're delirious, champ. Your brother's fine.
Okay.
You are fine, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, sure, Dad. It's just going there is like going into a whole different world. I mean, fresh air and windmills and horse-drawn buggies. Did you know they make their own root beer?
Great, Kev.
Well, good night.
Morning.
Morning, everyone.
Isn't Kevin down yet?
I'll let him sleep. He's probably bush from last night.
Good morning, everybody.
Kevin, we thought you were still asleep.
Nah, just thought I'd get some chores in before breakfast.
Huh?
Chopped us up a mess of firewood. Looks like we're in for quite a cold spell.
Mess o' firewood?
Ooh, it's a nice fire, Kev.
Yeah, well, it hardly makes sense to waste money on heat when we've got a perfectly good fireplace.
Hey, Kev, when you fell in the hay last night, you didn't hit your head or anything, did you?
Yeah, I guess I kind of did. Well, I got to get ready for school. It's a long walk.
Mr. Belvedere, I'm ready for my lunch now. Mr. Belvedere, report to my room.
Wesley!
What's the matter? Can't you hear me?
Wesley, where did you get that thing?
Dad gave it to me.
Oh. May I please see it for a moment?
No, you're just gonna hide it.
I'm not going to hide it. I'm just going to back over it with the car.
I wouldn't have to use it if I could stay down here. It's lonely upstairs.
All right, Wesley. You can camp out on the couch.
Thanks.
But just keep covered up, and I'll go and fix you a sandwich.
Okay. Some bologna would be nice.
Hey, champ.
Hey, Mom. Hi, Dad. How's everybody's day?
Fine. What are you doing down here?
Mr. Belvedere insisted. I think he missed me.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Killer, how was school today?
Oh, fine. Anyway, I'm going to go out back and get the garden ready. I'm going to plant some stuff. See? I got rhubarb.
Great. And then maybe you can plant some root beer.
I thought you were going to study for your SATs.
Yeah, I was meaning to talk to you about that.
Well, go ahead.
I'm not taking them.
What do you mean?
I just don't see any reason to.
How about getting into a decent college?
Oh, no, that's okay, Dad. Because I'm not going to college.
What? Since when?
Since he got his head turned around by that broad in a bonnet, that's when.
Look, Dad, maybe I've just been taking another look at my life, and maybe I'm thinking there might be something better out there.
Like what? Being Amish?
They seem pretty happy.
Hey, I like being happy. Let's all be Amish. I mean, they don't have any electricity. Why should we?
Why are we doing this?
I'm not quite sure.
We're trying to help your brother, kitten. Snap him out of this Amish thing.
Why couldn't you meet a nice Jewish girl? They believe in television.
Hey, Brother Kevin. Why not pull up a chair and set a spell?
It's okay, Dad. Mr. Belvedere.
Oh, Kevin, do me a favor and tell everybody to wash up for dinner. It should be ready in about 15 hours or so.
So is everybody in on this? Trying to show me what a jerk I am?
Kevin, nobody thinks you're a jerk.
Dad does. He just thinks I've gone nuts over some broad in a bonnet.
Have you?
Maybe. I don't know. It's not just her. It's everything. I mean, people working the land, pulling together, knowing what you have to do and doing it. I mean, their whole life, it's so simple.
Certainly a lot simpler than those SATs, right, Kevin?
You take the dumb things and you do lousy, you're a failure. You do good and everybody just expects more from you.
That's called life.
Yeah, life here. Not in Lancaster. Look, there's no way you're going to understand unless you go and see it for yourself.
Perhaps I should. Hello? Anyone to home? Rachel? Rachel?
Oh, Mr. Belvedere, you gave me a start.
Yes, I suppose it's hard to hear me over the sound of all that brushing.
So, what are you doing here? Is Kevin with you?
I'm afraid not. I just came to pick up his clothes.
Oh,
Something the matter?
no. It's just I was intending to bring them back to Kevin myself.
Really?
Yes, I mean, I want to visit him again. Besides, I only got to be in Pittsburgh for a few hours.
That's usually enough for most people.
But it's so exciting. I mean, all those big glass buildings and people rushing around in every direction, doing whatever they want. It must be a wonderful life.
It seems that you and Kevin have a great deal in common.
We do?
Anyway, I must get back to all that excitement. Goodbye, Rachel.
Goodbye. Oh, Mr. Belvedere, aren't you forgetting Kevin's clothes?
Yes, I am.
Hi, honey.
Hey, champ, no cartoons on?
Yes, but I think my time would be much better spent studying.
Must be the hat. Hey, Kev, going someplace?
Yeah, back to Lancaster. I'm gonna go see Rachel.
Are you coming back?
Yeah, Mom, I'm coming back.
Good, because your test is tomorrow.
Look, I already told you I'm not taking.
Yeah, well, you're not taking the car either.
I know. I'm taking the bus.
Fine. Do what you want.
I'm gonna go make some sandwiches for the trip.
Fine.
Hey, Mr. Belvedere.
Howdy.
You know this is all your fault.
Why? What have I done?
Nothing.
What George means is that whenever there's a problem with the kids, we've gotten used to you know.
Butting in?
Yeah, what are you waiting for?
I'm sorry, George. I've been a bit busy. I'll see what I can do.
Hello, Mr. Belvedere.
How's this?
Rachel? Hello, Mrs. Owens. Mr. Owens. Is Kevin here?
Hey, Kev. Company.
Rachel, what are you doing here?
I came to see you.
Well, why are you dressed like that?
Why are you dressed like that?
Anyone in the mood for a piece of shoe-fly pie? I lifted one off a windowsill in Lancaster.
Come on, George. Wes, let's go.
Gee, it don't pay to be sick around here.
Doesn't.
Doesn't.
You brought your clothes.
Yeah, I was on my way to get them. I was hoping we could go for another walk around the farm, or maybe go for a buggy ride.
Well, I was hoping maybe we could watch TV or go to a movie.
What do you want to do that for?
Because I never have.
But it's no big deal.
Neither is a buggy ride once you've done it 1,000,000 times.
Yeah, I guess so.
Look, Kevin, I didn't tell you, but I'm in the last month of my Rumspringa.
Hey, look, I just met you.
No, Kevin, Rumspringa is the word we use for our running around time. The year before we settle down and take on our adult responsibilities. It's just my running around time is almost run out. And I guess I'm a little scared.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Are you guys finished yet? Because I gotta go to the bathroom.
Yeah, go ahead, Wes.
Yours is in the house?
Yeah. Isn't yours?
I think I better be going home now.
Mom, Dad, if it's okay with you guys, I'm gonna drive Rachel back to Lancaster.
And then what, champ?
And then come back here. Got my SATs tomorrow.
That's fine, honey.
Well, nice knowing all of you.
It was nice knowing you.
You coming straight home, partner?
Yeah, I guess. Unless, you want to go to a movie.
Yes. One of the outside ones where you sit in the car.
Rumspringa. Why fight it?
Aw, Oh, you're all hot and sweaty. I think he got the flu just like I did.
Imagine that.
You're lucky I got better just in time to take care of you.
Oh, I am blessed.
Open up. It's time to take your temperature.
I don't want to.
We could always do it the other way.
This will have to be a relatively brief entry, as I am still recovering from my bout with Wesley-itis. Kevin feels he did quite well on his SATs and is already scouting colleges. Apparently, he has abandoned his Amish aspirations and decided to enjoy the pressure and anxiety the rest of America has to offer. Well, my temperature hasn't abated yet. Still, there are some rewards to being ill. Wesley, I'm ready for my tea now.
I'm coming.